enye siege oman kwara ade omonsa wo no edi nkwasi asem munamuna nanim empese obedi mraso where siege na adwiri wo fie onim nyansa opese oboa Ghana. I will nullify anybody to keep JM in power. I will sacrifice you. No appointee. Let's see. You can bring 50,000 bloggers. I'll use 24 hours. I will nullify all of them and nobody's going to eat again. You know how power came? Do you know? Do you know what is power? Do you know where power came from? He said, he needs to go. The office needs to stay. And the politicians is right him for. Because politicians need him for their business. Politicians no ombeura eye ekrobia so akwa gala omni ohene ni di nkomo ohene ni nim ya to talk asema mo ye nimu nyina mo ahemfu ni nyina more than the political chiefs.
Kevin Taylor no also bitman sacrifice so biya amagm atna power na ne sacrifice no kan nye se bi obeso obeku obi da bi o pa kire se wa appoint wo ya appointee our GM government mu obejimi bia obame yi wedi. That means so be sacrifice o obame yi wedi na GM akoso atanse abo adwuma no ahemfo mu dom ho ahye galamse mu je cars nyina onimo mu nyina yese minority forces en yenye reshuffle na yi chese omunya amakofi bo anko mu yine fo hwe mode na nkwan so ba Kevin Taylor dia wa yomo no Mustafa Hamid ene aban asem no document Kevin Taylor wa yini nyina de go ho boko.
This is Boadu TV, truth and integrity.
Jina eye galamse issues no. I want to let you know, sir, and the land minister wakasa or say Mr. Ama Kofi Bua or say over 1,200 excavators are now being tracked and geofenced. And about 1,200 excavators, yeah, the tracker boom and are buying him movement in our Ghana. This is an improvement. It is better than criminals opening the forests, virgin forests for Chemawun to me and his cronies to enter and to destroy. We are getting there. Slowly, I go 2,000, now I got 3,000, now I got 4,000. It will get to a point, every single excavator in Ghana will be tracked. As we speak now, the lands minister Kacher say about 1,200 excavators are buying to meet Nakra and monitor baby omoye, di omoye, ye two, a jina, a free air vicinity, a ye juma, across another place. Today, as we speak, the government is making inroads. The fight against Galamsey is not a joke. You need to take it up strategically. You need to be tactically right about it. Naimos is on the ground, boots on the ground, fighting these criminals on the ground, destroying the forest. We also need to be in the boardroom to be monitoring from above how the excavators are moving, because the earth moving equipment, excavators, it is difficult to track them. In Sunday, 1,200 excavators are buying it to because you monitor omo, you nimbebi obia tua, you nimbebi okwa. Then it's a good progress. Now, in the next 2, 3, 4 months or a year, now say kakra into the next 2 months, next year another 300 count, 200 count. At a point in time, the government of the day will know every movement excavator be making in Ghana. This is very impressive. Makachira will say a few ministers are standing out, and interestingly, Omonombe inherited one of the biggest and difficult ministries under John Mahama. One typical ministry and a difficult part, a land ministry. And Ama Kofi Bua, for some reason, has been exceptional. Upon all the ganging against him, I know all that is happening. I know all that is happening. Me, I know more than you people think I know when it comes to this government. Appointees are I know all. I am gathering what I have to gather. By next year, by March, I will make sure they are sacked. I have them on my list. So I have details in this government. I know. Moi, rent bloggers say, protect him image. We know all. One of the finest ministers in Ghana, Omobeto, one of the most difficult ministries, Ama Kofi Boa. Omo 3 or 4. Ama Kofi Boa, Jenapo, and there's no Dumso in Ghana. John Jenapo, and there's no Dumso. Well, Dumso. It is a difficult sector. The health ministry. Today, and the rampant misbehavior of some people, health personnel, the politicization and the health sector, and it has gone down. Akando has worked extremely hard. There are some ministers who are working. There are environment ministers who are doing extraordinary job. Afotofi, the transport minister and his deputy, and look at the job they are doing at the transport ministry. I saw videos of the deputy transport minister all the way in Turkey, going to India, bringing in new metro buses. This is what we call, people are working. People are trying to change the system. We have ministers who are working. Atufosin is doing extraordinary. Some too are very, are so caught up in the moment. They still are caught up in the moment. But some people inherited very difficult ministries. But they have made something good or good come out of it. We have seen all the agenda. You see stories like these. Where's the story? I saw a story. And the story was that Land's minority call for Ama Boa's removal baseless. Land ministry. And I can tell you on authority, there are people in the NDC almost Ama Kofi Boa are losing a job. And I know, because Ama Kofi Boa is not allowing them to use some of the appointees to go into our forests and also destroy some of our lands. And there are some people even in the NDC who are fighting against, hey, if you people want somebody who's supposed to be sacked, is the forest commissioner, the commissioner of forest. Yes. That guy who is in charge of Forest Commission, he's a crook. And I'll come and prove it on my show. The guy who is in charge of Forest Commission, he's a liar. He's a crook. He's a thief. And I will make sure that guy is exposed to the core. Mupobia Pamona. Mupobia, as we speak today, or destroy Ghana forest, or signing dubious contracts. It is the forest commissioner, the guy in charge of forest commission. He's a criminal. And that is the guy, that thief. And me, I've held back because if I try to strike, people will say, because I want to do this, I want to do that, so I've held back. But if you NDC for more NDC, because of the job Ama Kofi Boa is doing, the exceptional job, and the president is very happy about his job. I'm going to say, we're using the minority to try and get him out of that position. You cannot get him out of the position. And some of you, the ministers, who are part of this thing, this nonsense, may say, Mupobia and the fight against Galamsey the Forest Commission, Forest Commission, the CEO, that guy. On the fight against corruption, ding. That guy will destroy John Mahama's government. He's a dangerous guy. Dubious things that guy is doing in that office. And me, I just don't speak. I will come and prove it. Yeah? You people think, say, you can work with the NPP guys because they have money. And those are the people you are going to let them infiltrate this government and destroy this government track record. I will expose all of you. And I can tell you for a reason, for fact, none of you can destroy John Mahama. None of you. From the Jubilee House to the party headquarters, nobody can stand John Mahama today. So it's better you join John Mahama, build this nation. Obi any shoulder. Nobody has shoulder. It is better you people come to that realization that you need to work as a team. When people are working well and they are getting all the praises because of their hard work, you, these same people, some of you are conniving with the MPP to try and destroy people. The businessmen, those people in party, we know more than you people think we know. And see, if you people want to fight illegal mining, start from the Forest Commission, the CEO of Forest Commission. He is the one. In Kwasiadia Ekosu, people are still mining in the forest, going and cutting trees. That guy. Mama, first warning. I'll be back to this matter. Yeah, I picked my phone. When I saw the nonsense this guy was doing, I picked my own phone and I texted him. And I said, you know something? I hate these things. When I texted him, Mum Kanchan is on checking the phone. I said, good evening, sir. With all due respect, boss, I have been monitoring and also receiving complaints at your commission. Please, let us all try and protect this government and the president. Do the right thing so that you don't fall victim. Thank you. I sent this message to the guy. I did it. And this message was sent, I mean, show date, I'm sending the message away. I sent this message 30th of July 2025. I sent it to his phone. I don't need anybody's dime. We just want this country to breathe. We want people to be saved. I can put his phone number on the screen. Forestry Commission, your friend Brown. His last number is 004. The last 4 digits, 8004. That is his number. I sent him that text. He read it. I told him. I gave him all the respect. We are not sitting here and making it look like we are behind anybody. We want you people to do the job. If you can't do the fucking job, get the fuck out and let people come in. There are some appointees. Sometimes you see them and I'll post their picture. Me, I'm crazy. No amount of bloggers in Ghana can any appointee use against me. Nobody. No amount of bloggers. If you're a John Mahama appointee, you can appoint 50,000 bloggers. I'll use 24 hours. I'll nullify all of them. Appointee getting a blogger against me. Oh, bodam. Now, blogger nankasa, baby oye jumano, ni CEO no, ono opamechew. Sa blogger na uko tia ne kase go and write things on Facebook no. Baby otiye jumano, sa blogger na ni hu fi no. Baby otiye jumano, sa CEO no, he begs me. He's my friend. Oh, bodam. Do you think it's a joke? One year aduane na be bow. Dia ubedi. Sa blogger na dia obedi. I can take it away from his mouth. Metume yina nu aduane afri ne num. Hey, you people should don't fucking fuck with anybody. You are bred to get to this point. Oh, Master, you have no idea. Me see no appointee. Me see you can bring 50,000 bloggers. I'll use 24 hours. I will nullify all of them and nobody's going to eat again. Do you know how power came by? Do you people understand? When we sit here and we say we support John Mahama, we believe John Mahama because of John Mahama. Do you know how power came? Do you know what is power? Do you know where power came from? Do you know what brought power? Do you understand power? Do you know where it came from? Some of you, I watch you. You have no idea. You have no knowledge about how this power came. You have no idea. And idea winning, do not tempt it. Idea winning baby free buy. Don't tempt it. If I have to get rid of you to protect John Mahama, I'll get rid of you. I am sending this warning out to all of you. If I have to get rid of you and keep John Mahama the power and keep the government running for Ghanaians to get something better out of it, I will do it. It does not matter who you are. It is better you do what is right. If you can't, get the fuck out. Because without you, we can move. You don't know where this came from. People cried in their rooms. Oh. People cried to their God. People at a point, they had to bet with their God. People had to stand before God and bet with their God before power came. You think it's a joke? Oh, bodam. You have no idea. People had to stand before their own God, God who created them and doubted him. And then had to bet with that God, say, this has to change. You think it's a joke? It is not. Me, I will not live for anybody to keep JM in power. I will sacrifice you. I don't care who you are. I was shocked to the core. I was shocked because what we saw in Parliament today shows clearly, say, the NPP as a political party, the leadership, the group in Parliament, almost from your minority, no, it is not about their party. So we study NPP ni power Parliament. Today, the minority in Parliament led by Kasongo, minority demands explanation for 10 million cedis, and $10 million. So 10 million cedis relief aid to Jamaica and Cuba. And how the President of the Republic handed over relief items and or send Ghana military men to go to Jamaica to help our brothers and sisters. The people in Jamaica, they are Ghanaians. They are Africans. Majority of them did not want to live in Jamaica. It is because of what happened in the past. That's how they ended up there. Atoyiranchem atowomo. Ebi edan nyina ebubu. Ebi emma ewu. Ebi life. Omo building nyina ahye. These people are humans like us. The way other people see us as humans and love us in very difficult times, we as Ghanaians too are humans. Bible na yete so no kra no ana yesuan ne Quran no. You say eduane hye wonum na wo se kom kra de wonua. Eni se oka ni nyina di or se ugye bi we chire da de ma wonua. At that moment no, na Bible nim say eduane na wodi hye wonum no ekom de wunti na wodi hye wonum. But bibi nti also okamu mienu na wode dia aka no ma wonua efri se ekom de wonua na wa men a at the end of the day sa ekom na ede no ebetumi ama sebio wedi ubone. Until at the end of the day, when one man is hungry, another man when one man is satisfied, another man has to eat. When a brother is satisfied, another brother has to be satisfied. Onufu, get me the statement well. Now, and John Mahama ni NDC abai say asem atoyirenchem ato Jamaica for ebi ewuwu ebi mdan bibia saying. Remember, Jamaica is an island. The kind of things we get as Ghana, Jamaica for munyebi. The kind of opportunities I war ha as a nation, Ghana, Jamaica is a small island. They are living in the middle of the ocean. Anytime nature will get a little angry, Jamaica gets wiped away. It is not their fault living there. That is where some of them were born, and that is where they grew up. That is where the umbilical cord is, and that is where they have to live. So you cannot sit there and say, I don't know, they don't have anywhere to go. That is where they belong. Enti say atoyirenchem etu obi wa Jamaica. Eti say atoyirenchem atu obi wa Ghana. Because I'm very sure say Bob Marley Yirekura Rita Marley. There were so many countries she could have gone to stay. But at the end of the day, Oba Ebri and Oka say, I want to live here. There's a reason. Because people connect to where basically their umbilical cord, where the ancestry is from. Inti, we cannot just take it lightly. Say, Adia Tuobi. Inti, because of politics, MPP today are asking us, say, Ada intina and the John Mahama buying Ghana kura ya se nkrimofo ne ekristofo ne disua ya wakoma pa. Ada intina ye nua bi ho akire omo e wo Jamaica. Yatam sika ne aduane. In fact, enye sika. Yatam aduane entade nyoma ebebo mo so ayese nipa na ye di soldiers for accounts omo nko bua no mo nchichire omo kro no NPP for mo parliaments aden omo ntiase e de nkwase ade na ye de ye sika eye Jamaica ni Cuba for ebre. So many times Cuba for asuma omo nurses ni omo doctors mo ma ba Ghana abeboaye times na ye bre Cuba. Yepe ekura omoboy when it comes to nurses, doctors, experts, Cuba. And so many Ghanaians have been saved by Cuban doctors and nurses. And as some to womo, na aban a ɔte so ɛyɛ John Mahama aban through the Ministry of Foreign Affairs etumi agada nyoma kakra ama wasoma ye sojafoɔ ni bi sɛ monkɔ na sɛ dan na ɔmo si a monso ɔmo mu sɛ apata na ɔmo si a monbo ɔmo no nya apata no sɛ ɔmo nsuo na ase a monbo ɔmo no tu foforɔ na yɛmfa aduane wei kakra nka ɔmo no so ɛnyɛ sɛ nipa ne nyina yɛnte asase wei so kasongo afenyoma kini MPP fo sɛ ɛyɛ nkwasi asɛm ɔmo sɛ minority say NDC former parliament be chirechiro mu bebi omunya sika no adenti na matam Ghana sika koto nnuane adani aton tade adani pese ekoboa ye nnua Jamaica ni Cuba ni ye nnua nipa owo atoyire nchemu enti omo so mo ntiase enti obi te se intim fodwo ose oye sofo meka kire nyanko ma soe awo miankasa mo se intim fodwo se ma angi ni city na nam yokusie saa kwa no se oye sofo enda no pay a yetam saa nyoma we ekoche Jamaica any Cuba for only the first person obeka kire Ghana for say ontiase adentina yetam sika we akona entokwa wo boko yemfa si eduane no koma boko fo entokwa e o baby wo Ghana galamse o baby enti sebio say yenya bi kwa na abro so a mema yemfa bi nko baby a because as we sit here maintain say obi wo boko aka say for the past 1 year, 3 months, 2 months, 1 month, we need that. Maintain so be aka say obokwa sebio for the past 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 1 month, onya dan demu. Maintain say inti at this point obi o see a friend software or nyame nipa akwa o yakwasia. Now when him dey yawa asem we mu nyina. And just sometimes I ask myself say MPP for omo ye moa na so omo ye ntwamoa. Ye wo moa ene ye wo ntwamoa. Sometimes when they do some things, they don't think about it. It's because it's all about politics. It's all about they thinking, say, it will give them vote. Mama can't show. John Mahama and the NDC going to give aid to Cuba and Jamaica, and you protesting it, it will not make a Ghanaian vote for you, NPP. Ghana ni bien wabeko ballot. Ako to abaka say, John Mahama ko chair Cuba and Jamaica time ayo atoyire ncheche omo okomo mo nnuane eno ma soja for ultimate tweet John Mahama Ghana ni bi eni obeye into what to make obi oso ye sofo or parliament oso ye nyame nipa to come and say momra meche be asika no wo intokwa oboko adena okoma edian Jamaica for aduane edi. This is what happened in Jamaica. This is category 5 hurricane Melissa. This is Kingston. This is even the capital. So imagine those living in small towns in Jamaica. This is category 5 hurricane. Imagine those. This is Kingston, Jamaica. This is Kingston, Jamaica for Accra. No. So imagine those people living in Jamaica as Nkrigwa. So we come together as a nation and we take 10 million in aid. And the president says Jamaicans, Cubans, the soldier for these group of piglets are saying why in Tokwa Boko Jamaicans. This is Bawumia. This is MPP. They are selfish. Down in the area, this is when the NPP they were in power. 2023. Ghana presents containers of cocoa products to Turkey. Time at Turkey for any earthquake. Ekruno edane ya ebubu ye free asasina se. Because ebia enokra ka ho ena achiwuye. This was when they were in power. Today MPP for busa say, "Hey, do not 10 million yenyan wen." Now let me show you this. This is 2023. This is Kenoforiata. The Ministry of Finance has presented 11 20-footer containers of cocoa products as emergency relief items to victims of last February's earthquake disaster in Turkey. Time and no more power no. Almost the 8. Almost sway nyane. Yes, asemesi wa Turkey. With all due respect, Turkey for me before. With all due respect to Turkish, the Turkish are not a before. With all due respect, and I'm not against Turkey for, I am not being a racist here, but I'm trying to build something for you to understand. Jamaicans are our brothers and sisters. They look like me. They look black like me. Their genes are the same like me and you. These are Jamaicans who every day when they speak, they say their roots is from where we live. And we know when we trace history, Jamaicans are one of us. They are part of us. NPP for tam eduanini sika koma Turkey for. I mean, read the story in intro. Today they are questioning. The items comprise 120 tons of cocoa powder and 20 tons of cocoa spread. 2023 na enkwara omuwo boko wana na edi miluda wana na yemani milo mani di. One and a mano 20 tons of cocoa powder money D. Why akwarabe na ewo akwarabe na ewo boko in 2023. Time na bawumia any MPP wo power na entokwa boko no. Akwarabe na ewo boko a NPP aban command chocolate is onom. Yet 130 tons of chocolate beverage called Turkey. Now let's read the story. And I quote. In line with this spirit, the government and the people of Ghana, through the collaborative efforts of the Ministry of Finance, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and the Cocoa Processing Company, acting on the instruction of Akufo-Addo, President Akufo-Addo, and Cabinet, procured 1120-footer containers of ready-to-eat cocoa product as emergency relief items for the people of Turkey. The Minister of Finance, Ken Ofori-Atta, said, end of quote. Mami reading namin timunchiramo MPP for nkwasiafo. Afinyoma kene intim fojo mo yankwasiafo mo njimi mo nim nyansa. Mo yenwan. Nobody will give you people power again. Time and more power 2023. Sata na bokufo omu hia milo. Na bokufo omu hia aid. Na bokufo omu hia any supplies. Under the instruction of the president and the cabinet, that decision was taken. So how can you today turn around and tell Ghana for say you don't understand why the president has instructed the government to export relief items to Jamaica? For Turkey for, with all due respect, and with all due respect, the Turkish might not even have eaten that food. For all you know, Turkey for did not even eat the beverage. But I know Jamaicans. I know Jamaicans are our brothers, and they will appreciate everything that is grown. Turkey for, they are richer than Jamaica. Turkey, they have money than Jamaica. Turkey, they are developed than Jamaica. Turkey should take care of their own. But you fools, in Kwasiafo to Samo, you sat in parliament and entertained the dwarf to take money. We do not have a problem. Why should we have a problem with a country helping another country in need? These are foolish people. MPP omu yam kwasiafo and me hu asofo omu di MPP echa am say MPP they kill, they murder people and laugh about it. Chairman want to me assistant beka kire say omo na kokun eye John Kuma wo sirem ebe sin de omo ka ho asem biem. San kofo engina bebia embo eye de JB dan kwa din biem. Kwasiafo omu ye nipa. Are these people humans? These are dangerous, foolish people. Why are we entertaining such a terrible group of termites? And yet we don't represent this kind of hard-hearted things. Kwasia Obeka say, I me what Freemason. Kwasia, yasin Kwasia for Johnny Freemason. Sa Freemason Kwasia Adie. This man will sit there, hey, emede me de mikrobufo Kwasia. He does not understand. Oh, sorry, me a Christian, I'm a Catholic. Such a fool with no principle. Na no said ye nigu ne num. Na fono Jimmy for where say or your sofu. This is the 8 assistants a nyaye. Afenyo makina boa tie. And anytime me di o matema na nya me yawo, they are naturally born foolish. COVID-19 2016, Yending country 2014, 2016, the help we have gotten from other nations, other institutions, people who have seen us and felt bad for us. In chronic institutions, agencies are, they felt bad for us and gave us aid. In 2014, 2016, Ebola by Ghana served as a logistics hub for the United Nations Ebola response and received medical support. Ebola by UN and other countries, they gave us medical support. Ebola in 2014, 2016, John Mahama was president. UNMEER, Ghana's role in Ebola response. We sat in this country. We took those aids because we were expecting other people to be humans towards us. Nations who were part of UN quickly gathered and said, Ghana needs intervention. Ebola might kill people. So our country became the hub of UN equipment, normal logistics, fight Ebola. Ghana, and into Ebola into Mama Ghana. It was through the intervention of the government of the day, John Dramani Mahama buying, they made sure they got that aid, they got the assistance to help other nations. So our country became the hub of making sure, say, logistics about Ghana, near other African countries. We saved lives. Over 2020, 2022, COVID-19 by. It was a pandemic. In Kwasia 47 say our economy is strong. We can face anything. COVID-19 by 2020, 2022. Ghana received vaccines via COVAX and donations from US, UK, Germany, China, and UAE. COVID-19, all these countries gave us assistance. They gave us aid. You people were in power. And Kwasia 4, we didn't even have money to eat. Now, UNICEF Maiska, we received vaccines from UNICEF. Ghana Health Service, COVID-19 updates. But today, these people have a problem. When we have a little bit to share and we want to share, MPP in Kwasiafo will say they don't understand. Why? Why are we giving Cuba? Why are we giving Jamaica? These are the kind of people we live with. The NPP is a party of bastards. COVID-19, an amount of 22 billion. COVID-19 by yenya sikefi World Bank, yenya sikefi IMF, yenya sikefi UK, yenya sikefi Germany, China, yenya sikefi Germany, yenya sikefi UAE, yenya about 22 billion cedis. What about dollars? Almost $4 million. Almost $4 billion. COVID-19 by we got almost $4 billion. Almost $4 billion. COVID-19. We got money from China, UAE, Germany, UK, United States. We got money, physical money to fight COVID. We got almost 4 billion, 22 billion cedis. All the bad dollar that time was 3.8 something billion dollars. So that's kind of way. Today, we want to help other people. In Kwasia 47, MPP for say, you don't understand. You took 10 billion. You took almost $4 billion from other countries as in the form of AIDS. Emwa, Emamon Kwasiafoe, Oforiata, Kojo Ponkroma, Samia Wuku, Nane Kufuado, Samuel Jenapo, Afenyoma Ken Kwasiawe. Sam Kwasiafo, you split the money into pieces, Namudie. And Abambia Bana, Yakobwa Jamaica for the Cuba for Mosamon Tiasie. Where is the $4 billion? Thank you very much, team. Yatikroma COVID-19 by now we are lockdown parties. And I'm would be a restaurant. Bumped in neba boy or the COVID-19 sick and normally be a restaurant or Ghana. Now we are lockdown parties. Kojo Ponkromaka said they are working from home. He spent 1.5 billion working from home. Was so laptop na osho pono to chine kwate kwasia. These people spent money. They wasted all this money. And then today a government is in power. Now you have an issue. Why are we helping them? You got almost $4 billion. Come and tell us what you did with the money. Now, there's another story here I want to talk about. All right. This story is very interesting and very important. And I'm going to tell you something that it will shock you. But I have to tell you. High Court to hear former NPA CEO Mustafa Abdul Hamid's application to strike out charges against him on December 22nd, 2025. Yes, court Babiti Mustafa Hamid and the lawyers say OSP charges now or charging no. On any lawyers Barbe contest the charges to make sure they strike out a lot of the charges. And I'm sorry to tell you this. Mustafa Hamid and his lawyers, they will get away with murder. Yeah. Because it is the OSP. And I can tell you on authority, the OSP knows the case they built against Mustafa Hamid. Because he left out some people who were supposed to be charged, Mustafa Hamid is going to go to court and point those things out. And I swear to God, the prosecutor, the special prosecutor, will fail to justify that. And Mustafa Hamid, those charges will be dropped by the court. And you know why? OSP knows what he's doing. From the beginning of this case, he planned it quietly and strategically because he knows at a point the blame will be put on the court and not him. When was the day where Mustafa Hamid and the lawyers they will win. And when they win, it means majority of the charges are OSP are level against Mustafa Hamid. It will be dropped. You know why? Let me show you. You see, the charges now, OSP charging Mustafa Hamid is based on extortion. Right? Now, when you say extortion, if Mustafa Hamid extorted or he was involved in extortion, the question is, who did he extort from? Who was the victim? You have taken somebody to court and you are saying, say, Nipano ete office no, or the office no, ejisika, ebonko. But in your charge sheet, you were not able to point to the court to say, this person or this person or this person, and a Mustafa Hamid, ejisika free no. So Mustafa Hamid and the lawyers now a detected Sadia, and it is not just they just detected. It is something that Kisieja been planned from the beginning. Because not only say so a drafty case in this way. Definitely Mustafa Hamid, the court will not have any option than to tell Mustafa Hamid to walk. Then when it happens like that, most of the Ghanaian citizenry will say the court is not helping OSP. But OSP didn't create a cutting deal a long time ago. Now, the reason why Mustafa Hamid and his lawyers are going to go to court and tell court to say, the OSP is saying our client extorted or was involved in extortion. And that he was not, the reason why he's saying that is because he said he's saying that our client took money from somebody. Now, in a charge sheet, there is nowhere that OSP was able to prove, say, Mustafa Hamid ejisika weho ana oji weho, because there should be a victim. You cannot say somebody extorted money from someone without the person who was extorted. Now, the person who gave that money, a friend extortion or your wine, Mustafa Hamid extorted sikafri obono was the OMCs, the oil marketing companies na oma nipano ejiji sikari nyina omono. Those are the victims. Now, for some reason, Mekachira will say, those OMCs were paying money to some people to protect them from being added to the charges. Because, so OSP wako court. Now, catch a court, so Mustafa Hamid, Ewie Sika, why started Sika. Now, when to prove who the victims are, the judge will tell you, say, so who are the victims? Who did he extort the money from? Now, OSP Kisieja being the OMCs now. Omujiji sika omuhoni nyina no ewo NPA no, the OMCs came to see Kusie Jabin. Now, Kusie Jabin, at the end of the day, has cut deals with all these OMCs. He did not add a single one of them to the charge. So what is going to happen? And they say the court will throw all the charges of OSP out because he could not prove, say, this and that and this were the victims. And Mustafa Hamid, this is from day one. And he was very confident to say they would throw the case away. Because when they sat down and negotiated from the beginning, this was how the plan was. I will charge you. I will take you to court. But let me tell you, the loophole will be the victims you extorted from. If I extract the victims from my charges, you and your lawyers can prove to the court that there are no victims and that you did not charge or you did not extort anyone. So that is the plan. And it's Mustafa Hamid. I say, on a lawyer, they are going to contest the application. They are going to strike out the charges, some of them, because they know they have a case. Kusie Jabin on Kanokre. Kusie Jabin, he needs to leave that office. Kusie Jabin is playing all of you. Last member, tina ha ya expose catch them say. Adentina Kusie Jabin say OMC swe ne tua bribe no edema eyedien guy no edema Mustafa Hamida. Why did he take the OMCs out of the charges? Why did he do that? He took money. It was alleged. It is alleged that Kusie Jabin took 20 million. That is the allegation that is out there. And it is beginning to look like the allegation is true. Mr. S, can you find the list of the OMCs? Now, find the amount of money that was extorted from them. And shockingly and surprisingly, in the charges against Mustafa Hamid and the rest, none of these OMCs' names appeared in the charge sheet. So who did he extort from? So the allegation that all the OMCs paid Kusie Jabin over 20 million Ghana, that allegation, as we sit here, it is looking like it is going to be clear. And this whole thing looked like it was cooked from the beginning. I will charge you. I'll put you before court, but I cannot prove my case. The court is going to release you. Ghanaians cannot blame me, Kusie Jabin. I will say the court did not help me. So that is the game the OSP is playing with you. Sa Kromfowe, as we speak, the plan they planned from day one, it is going to work. Me catch them. The day me be sa expose na me catch them OMCs. Now, omu nyina Kusie Jabin clear omu nyina me catch them say the allegation is that he took money to clear them. And the moment you clear the victims, OSP has no case. You see, the 5 OMCs that my team is saying, the 5 OMCs that Kusie Jabin said he was going to add to the case, those 5 OMCs, they were not directly linked to the case. So who study 5 OMCs now? So the case in one. You can see clearly that these people can prove that those OMCs, from their statement from the OSP's own investigations, they are not as direct as the other ones who paid the huge money. Say, or the 1 or 2 craft fryer, you will see, say, they will be able to negate, they will be able to navigate their way through. See, Kusie Jabin, you cannot trust him. The office of the special prosecutor needs to be there. But the person who is conducting affairs in that office, Kusie Jabin, Akurugu, Same Dakon, we cannot trust these people. And I like what the president said. Or see, you, the OSP, prove to Ghanaians, let them trust you. But all these things shows we cannot trust Kusie Jabin. Nobody in Ghana can trust Kusie Jabin, Akurugu, and Same Dakon. These are businessmen. Representing businessmen. These are people who are basically all about money, all about business, all about negotiations. So the allegations that they took money from the OS, how many of the OMCs gave them money? Why did he charge only 5 of them? He selected. He looked through and he made sure that, so the OMC, we will not even get them. Because you see, when you read all the charges, and when he was interrogating the OSPs, OMCs now, some of them, you could say they did not clearly give that their money. Some clearly they admitted. Kisei Jabin is putting those who did not clearly, directly, you can charge them of doing what? Paying bribes or being extorted. Kisei Jabin is fooling you people. Now, Mr. S, thank you very much. Do you have the total cost there? This is the list. Mr. P, if you have the charge sheet, Kisei Jabin's charge sheet in court, can you pull it out quickly? The OSP is no more charge sheet in Muno. If Mr. P, if you can pull it out right now, I want to do something with it. You see, OSP is no OMC is no money. All your marketing companies now, how come say OMC is when you are to say ebitua $3.7 million cedis, ebitua 3.1 million cedis, ebitua 20 million cedis, ebitua 765,000, you 120,000, you 3.4 million cedis, you 5 million cedis, ebitua as much as 14.2 million cedis. Yas Petroleum, you 1.5 million, 3.4 million, 1. All these people paid money to NPA, Mustafa Hamid. But the OMC is charging only 3 or 4 of them, if that is even true. The question is, why did he leave out all of these OMCs? Why? Thank you, Mr. S, for bringing the final list. So you can see 31, I'm the actual. I'm sure the rest. Normally 36, I think so. Now I'm sure the amount of money that Kisei Jabin told us was paid to Mustafa Hamid and his dear colleagues. Now the first list now 31. I'm sure the list now count 36. I'm sure the amount that they are saying was extorted by Mustafa Hamid and his group. Now, what's going on? The amount they are saying was extorted. Now here. Keep both, please. Now, this Osha list that. This is the second part of the list, right? Now, the total amount Mustafa Hamid in the cruise NPA no 62,887,000. So they paid close to 63 million Ghana cedis. 63 million. So, say 36 companies. 62 or 63 million Ghana. Why do you take about 3 or 4 to court to charge them? Why do you take 3 or 4 or 5 to court to charge them? Why? And let me tell you, say you go back into the interrogation, the investigations, the report, and the statement he took from the OMC, sir, you can say, Uba say 5 now, so the Omaka case, their cases are the most weakest. And that is what Kisei Jabin is doing. Almost 10 billion, almost 10 million dollars was paid. $10 million. At that time, almost $10 million was paid to people at NPA. Mustafa Hamid, his deputy, and that gentleman. Today, the OSP is telling us the courts and any problem. I keep telling you people, Kisei Jabin is a dangerous man. And all the allegations that was leveled against him, he is the one making us believe in all the allegations. Also, you to me level allegations against the person. Now I can say, okay, this allegation maybe some people just don't like the person, they just want the person out of office. But so who follow proceedings and you follow how things are coming together, you can see clearly say all the allegations leveled against Kisei Jabin is true. Why? 36 OMCs paid almost $10 million to Kisei NPA. Today, the NPA are saying, Mustafa Hamid and his lawyers are saying, the extortion, you're charging, the OMC is no weighing. Why no extort is free more? Kisei Jabin needs to prove 36 OMCs Why does he have 3 or 4 pay in his charge sheet? Why? Mr. P, if you can't get it, let's move on. I know by tomorrow evening, we will get the charge sheet. We will read everything and let Ghanaians know OMC's na Kisieja Bende can the charges no. You really abe find it or more list we mu. Then you call back to on one investigations no. Then we will read specifically what they said when those OMCs were interrogated. You will see. Now, there's this story that I want to applaud the CJ, the Chief Justice. And the Chief Justice, I am clear. Judiciary designates 3 high courts to handle Galamsey cases. So the Chief Justice, Mr. Boadu, his lordship, and we 3 high courts, and I'll say, extremely for Galamsey matters. Intended under the leadership of Mr. Boadu, at least your sija onimiyansa, your sija or your proactive. Even though Abani said we are trying to get tribunals around the nation to take care of Galamsey issues, the CJ has come up with some idea which is very solid, an intelligent idea. In the fight against corruption, Galamsey, these are some of the proactive ideas we need. See, I can see it now. I came a Bibia Boanoa. Bibia Boano near you. And to CJ say 3 high courts, your certain their job specifically is to deal with Galamsey related issues. Send a Galamsey matters can move quickly. Intended the Yenya CJ or Kanokure, Onimiansa, Onima Juma Onya Kromfo, and the Yenya CJ Papa. And the Yenya CJ Onimiansa, CJ Onya Homasuo. Sija onya kromfo de na no bebutu president ne to ema president aniegum sija ne hwinimu mbono sija sebio Ghana dana koma so sija enya politics inti ena wo ho yenya sija odo Ghana why ready say obema Ghana court na ye dwuma amaye yenya sije papa enya kromfo sija omani briska enya hantan me hwinimu bom sije enya me poli obi anya papa enyan kwara fa mensan be me to CJ we CJ papa sebio odwini ko anim we nya CJ obema kasongo abetafre ne to ama in less than 3 minutes one man court case we CJ papa. This is a CJ who is qualified to be the Chief Justice. We nya CJ ankwara de omonsa wo no we CJ onim na dwuma ye nya CJ papa bo Ghana ho ban mi timu biem. When you see your man kwara de omonsa wo no edi nkwase asem munamuna nanim empese obedim raso where you see ja na adwiri wo fie onim nyansa opese oboa Ghana eno na yenya bafu boni CJ papa. If you paid 1,000 Ghana cedis where TV3 news for na beto abontene and I want to react to it. Almost say if you paid 1,000 Ghana cedis a month of electricity in 2025, the same usage will cost you 1,306 in 2026. Almost say, on my analysis, say 2025, say what prepaid 1,000, and now we use ya. Or so I say, sir, prepaid now what say 50 DNDO. We better the same prepaid 1,300 or 2026. The question is, can you so? Say can you so no problem. Say meto prepaid 500. Na minya kania de. Kameto prepaid 1,300 ne menya kania because me dwuma ekoso me salon ne ekoso me hairdressing ne ekoso se me barbering shop ne ekoso se me welder edwuma me ye de ekoso a na se customers ne ba na me kania gina so a I will make money. So it is not about whether I'm paying 1,000 or 1,300. It is about the consistency in energy. And as far as the NDC is going to keep the lights on and my business is going to go on, I can buy prepaid and I'm told 1,000 in 2025. Now I told 2,000 in 2026. I am fine as far as the power is stable. For a long time, near the doom somu, na pokwasi penny catcher say, Yana Jini said that doom somu, young complaining, and fan asantini this year ye yankwasiafo. And for 1 year we have had stable electricity under a government. I don't care how much you sell electricity to me. Over America, light boy ding. The reason why they don't complain is because it is consistent and stable. Kwasia. Mamenka bibin too trim. Over United States of America, kania boy a ding. The reason why in America folk complaining is say endum. Into as far as kania boy a ding, krana say enduma, I am good. Into Ghana for will take consistent electricity that is expensive, than no electricity that is also expensive. Into me mamati we are ready and we are down. We need the lights on. We will buy. Share. Ekufuadu mama be able who abai mu, mama be able who governance mu. Na first yentiase. Ready. Ekana eda ECG na enkwasiafo eja no ho no. We need to solve a cano. I was see a tia. And many will be able to see a tia if you say, yani idea Jimmy near kwasi adi to me my MPP for. Until we are reaping what we sow. Until sa bonina ye did in 2016, as I did in 2020. No, you will see a tia hoka. If today we are paying so much for light and the light is stable, we should not cry. We should pay. Say next time we will not give power to the same stupid people who made this light expensive. It is simple as that. Until this is nothing. Obiabunfu ye okay. And the bronya ba ye yemu hihye kania ginaso party eginaso ye twi eginaso ye ndum kania obi antimi wiaye phone ese how how na saying me say America kra kania boy ding America kania boy ding. The reason why ntia wo hu say America for e kasa kania ho ne say endum na kania ni ndum a wo how na saying edum dia e na betuma dede kania ni ndum inti maintain your level adole. Now see this. The Greater Accra Regional Minister is also doing a marvelous, fantastic job. Also, some resistance from some group of people. From the beginning, na MPP for you to make my tata and Nkraniba and near Dinche Moko. Linda Okulu, Nkraniba, Oke, Gamashi, Shito, Epele, Otiasie. Nenia Dinse Abedi Pele, Ain. I said, shito. Gamashi, Bibio, Awula, Epele. Just said, the near Dincha Abedi. All assemblies are required to complete installation of street lights and submit a brief report to the Regional Coordinating Council by end of this week. She is Brighton Accra. Okeja to Kanyani Jinaso, Obabesia. Me will send an MPP for person who knows. I'm saying, hey, Okaja was a more bot down. No. Gabibio Awula Linda Okulu Ebulu Chon MPP mean stay back and develop Gabibio brightness Obo Juma Bema way Bema nifie e maltie jinem no mutwa adwuma no o se bronya we enkran kankpe kania ni gina so e domi eta e gina so akopese be blaste. By the way, Obo Juma Sekusie, Omotimi Akopuli, the charge sheet, they want me to let you know, sir, no OMC was charged in the NPA case. Mankanchiramo. He did not charge a single OMCs. 36 OMCs who were the victims. Yes, 30 Sikafiomono. Kisie Jabe did not charge even a single one of them. I'm sure there. Let me read the charges to you. The catch Kisie Jabe, or a dangerous guy. Mustafa Hamid Mo, they have discussed this matter. They know what they are doing. What you say with Jimmy? What case, yeah? This is the charge sheet. Thank you, Mr. S. Now, make sure they couldn't hear Mustafa Hamid, the lawyers, OSP. They've planned this a long time ago. They work and OSP will blame the court. Now, the charge sheet in the Superior Court of Judicature, in the High Court of Justice, Criminal Division, Greater Accra Region, Accra AD 2025. Obasewa, the Republic versus Mustafa Abdul Hamid, Jacob Kwabena Amwani, Wendy Newman, Albert Ankra, Isaac Mensah, Bright Bediakon, Kweku Abuajiakwa, Propnest Limited, Kel Logistics Limited, Kings Energy Limited. 1. In this study, Omwa Odiom Kujina Quarter. Kings Energy Limited, Mr. P, Mr. S, pull out the investigation Kings Energy Limited, what they actually said about a extortion on yeah. You don't know Kisie Jabin. Now let's go into the list. I mention Kings Energy Limited, Sika Omutiaye. Kisie Jabin or your Konkanu Crow, Kisie Jabin, Obe Plebusa Koko, Mumu Jimia Manukra. Now let's find Kings Energy Limited. Kings Energy Limited. Kings Energy Limited. Kings Energy Limited. Kel Logistics. Ewo a charge sheet in him. 1 second. There's Kel Logistics Limited and Kings Energy Limited, right? Now, we shall list more. Kings Energy Limited, a Kel Logistics. Kel Logistics, you started with Kel Logistics. Number 24. Omutia 350,000. Mr. S, Mr. P, go into the interrogation document. What Kel Logistics, when they were questioned, their statement, I'll prove something to you. Now we are looking for Kings Energy. And I'm a all right, Meba. I need to be sure. Kings Energy Limited. Now, Kings Energy Limited, let me show you where is Kings Energy Limited. Yanko listing him 36, no. Kings Energy Limited. Kings Energy Limited. Kings. Okay. Kings. I'm not seeing any Kings Energy Limited here. Now, my man call to the last list, no. So when you go, so I'll call list 36 a year OMC. The only OMC or what 36 no Kel's Logistics. The only one or charging no Kel Logistics. Kel Logistics. Mr. P, Mr. S, go into the interrogation when he was questioning all the OMCs. Kings Energy and Kel's Logistics, their statements. You sit here and you think we are joking. Kisie Jabin, he's playing all of you. He's playing everybody in Ghana. He knows everybody in Ghana is a fool. He's playing all of you. The charges down there, these are the charges. Mami really charges, conspiracy to commit the criminal offense of extortion by a public officer. So the first count, extortion by a public officer. And a second count, 54 years. I say Mustafa Abdul Hamid, particulars of offense. At all material times, being the chief executive officer of the National Petroleum Authority and chairperson of the Unified Petroleum Pricing Fund Management Committee and the National Petroleum Authority, Jacob Kwabena Emwa. So basically, the charge or charging Mustafa Hamid, extortion. Who did he extort from? Kel Logistics or Kings Energy? Kisie Jabin, you see. Or play with some Jimmy. Kisie Jabin. He knows Ghana. So my team is telling me, say, some of the OMC were OMCs that they created to move the monies. So they don't even exist. When we decide to do a forensic audit in the 36 OMCs who paid almost $10 million to a NPA, Mustafa Hamid Moa, you will see, say, about 80% of them, they are just fake OMCs created to move the money. You think it's a joke? Now I'm with Juma as a CEO of a government institution. Now you are lying to me. You as a CEO, you want to lie. Me straight up John Mahama. Apart from that, I'm done. So John Mahama retired, I'm done. If John Mahama says he's done today, I'm done. I'm telling you. Straight up John Mahama. You can't buy me when it comes to politics. No, none of you. No politician in Ghana. And I'm trying everything to protect his legacy and for him to work for us. My job is to exhaust everything in his brain. And it needs to benefit the people. I am not those kind of people who I'm not that type. I will check every single one of you. Nobody will escape me. Obi ready. Now, Medinka catch yourself a miniwa utibete. And you people know yourselves. Monko kurana mon kano kureno. Monko kurana yama appointment na. Mudidi mana mon kano kureno. You go see where power lies. Yeah. Me charge you let me be cancel. But me saving some for the right time. Oh, Forest Commission guy, no man can ask some that until today. I knew what I was doing. Now, Propsnet, okay, thank you. Me team the Sanko for me and Sunny charge you opening no. Omo statement about my main read the statement in show because there's Cal Logistics, Propsnet for my main reading show. This charge. Thank you, Mr. S. Thank you for bringing this in. My main reading way you finish your jumano. My man Chama dear Mustafa Hamid. Kisieja Ben will let him walk easy. More dear mo o yusumo. He said Jabi ohumu nyansa mo Jimmy. Obedi mo agrosa omumo. Now, these are the three companies we have charge sheet na omu nyina wom. Because where is this? Me chiramo time omu investigate three companies na omu say this same Kisieja Ben say oje omu statement no. So we have charge sheet ni mo. Let me Mami enlarge na show there. You see the charge sheet, right? Now look at it. There is Propsnet Limited, Kel Logistics, and King's Energy. Now I am going to read three companies way. Time Kisieja Ben interview omu nyina no. Dia otro wo onu ankasa no investigative report no. Maybe read the actual no who Kisieja Ben is. Because these are the three companies or charge omo. 36 companies, only 3 na appear wa ha. Mami show ade. Uji Kisieja biedi. Oh dear, oh bodam. Team, I don't know why this thing is not coming up. I don't know why it's not coming up. Let me see if I can. Yeah, it's not coming up in the system. Let me see. No. What the system is showing me is not what you're sending me. All right. Team, sorry. I think I picked the wrong file. Maybe machiramu de echo. Kisieja Ben. O play mo sem mwa. Kel Logistics, Propsnet, and a King's Energy. Maybe chiro or charge sanko for me and Sanepe out of the 36 OMCs. Now on one person investigative report, no, let us read what is in it. Namin chiro adibi. May try to pull this. It is not my fault, guys. Okay, besides I got 2 out of the 3. Okay, there's Kel, there's Kel, there is Propsnet. What the heck is going on here? But that's what I'm going to do. There is Propsnet, and then besides there is King's Energy. Thank you very much, team. I just got it. Everything is on the file. Now, Mohade, this is the first company, right? Propsnet Limited. Managing Director Jacob Kobna Emua. It's a Propsnet company, no? Kobna Emua na ono jiji scanner dia. It's even the companies that he charged were companies that were created by the suspects. But the OMCs, no, he didn't touch any of them. Kisieja Ben, obe finish mo. Or charge 3 companies. Nipa 9 or charge no. Propsnet, King's Energy, and Kel Logistics, right? Now here. Propsnet na or charge no. It belonged to Jacob Komina Iwa, the first suspect na ono momuna Stoti Sikanama Mustafa Hamid. No? He was the director and shareholder, Albert Ankra. Alleged role, Propsnet is accused of being a conduit for laundering extorted funds from oil marketing companies and bulk oil transporters. Now, the issue here is the person who was extorting the money on why be in the company. Into why are you charging the company when you have charged the person? Now, where is the other 36 OMCs? Why are you charging any of them? He's charging the same moi. Now, also, I the main suspect now. Or no, the scano, or no, the company no charge, but the rest of the OMCs no macan. He did not touch anybody. Now, let's move forward. The second company, I think I got this twice, right? The same Profsnet. Okay. The second company is this. Kings Energy. Now, Kings Energy, managing director, Jacob Kwamena Emua, the same person, the company, or they are starting, or charge Joseph Kwamena Emua, he owned Profsnet and owns Kings Energy. What would you say that be? In the 36 OMCs now, Omunina victims of extortion, no, he did not charge any of them. 33, he let them go. You see that boy crazy. Inti, two companies are or charge you or more on the charge sheet. No, two companies no, are the first suspect there. But inti ebuso, inti right now who are the victims? One of many extort you more. The guy who opened his own company extorted his own company. So how can he say Mustafa Hamid extorted yet the suspect company? How can you make that case in court? Christian, I mentioned the last one. The last one is which one? Oh, the last one is the last one is which one? Let me get the last one. The last one is Kel Logistics, right? Okay. Kel Logistics. Let me show you Kel Logistics. Kisia Jabin. Ohumusa munyina mo Jimmy. Let me show you Kel Logistics. Come, team. Emuanity two companies. Wa charge two companies no. 33 OMCs no afan sanka obia. Waji they say allegations that he took money. He has taken the money. Now, Kel Logistics. Now, where's the Kel Logistics? Keep both. All right. Kel Logistics Nini. Now see. This is Kel Logistics. Kel Logistics so Jacob Kwamena Emua. He is the director. And see, Kisejabe did not charge any OMC. So the question here is, why am I victims of the extortion? So Mustafa Hamid will go to court and tell the judge that, Judge, Kisejabe is saying I extorted money from some OMCs. Now the man that he is accusing of taking the money for me, he is saying that I extorted money from the man's company. How is it possible? How is OSP going to answer that in court? So what is going to happen is the court is going to cut out or cancel the charges against Mustafa Hamid. He will walk. That's it. Mama Joe. There are three companies now. What charge sheet is no? Kings Energy, Kels Logistics, and Propsnet Limited. No, they all belong to Emua, the prime suspect who was in charge of the extortion, taking the money and giving to Mustafa Hamid. The 33 OMCs who paid the money, he didn't charge any of them. Now Mustafa Hamid is going to go to court and tell the court that this same Emua has a fake company he was using to extort money. Now the question here is, the same person who is being charged, you are saying I'm extorting the person. So who is extorting who? The 33 OMCs that paid millions, why didn't he charge any of them? Because the allegations that Kisie Jabi took 20 million new Ghana cedis from each of them is true, no? It is showing here. Me lawyer. My in-laws are lawyers. When I take documents, I analyze the documents, I follow, and I put 1 and 2 together. Kisie Jabi, he needs to go. The office needs to stay. It's Ochina. We will back on this matter again. Ochina, we want to see something done about this site. We want to see the Chinese driven away, the site reclaimed. I am sending this message out to NIMOS, to the ministry. Tomorrow we want to see this site closed. All excavators moved from the site and the place immediately reclamation should start. Whoever is in charge, on hinena owokrowe muno ochamba oboni dinwa ha. On hinena ekrowe, onene edi ekrowe suno. On hinena ohono, se ochina ye se Chinese for way free they him say wo ka ho no mo ye galamse no. Agbazia community, Enzima East Municipality. Who now we are on hine wo ho no, get me the name, Mr. P, Mr. S, get me the name of the chief. Get me the picture of the chief. On hine na jiska. Sa wo hine no won jiska every Chinese for ho. Sa unji sika so munya galamsey wa asase so a tomorrow we don't want to see these people there. Wo ohene na wo sa area ho no wajiska. Come and prove to us sa unji sika. Sa unji sika tomorrow. Tell the people there, the Chinese, let your community move in and drive the Chinese out. Sa ochina sa ye hu sa Chinese for way omo no excavator ya chi omo eyi omo free site wo. Emma reclamation has started ochina. We are going to make sure say Ghana for be wo ohene no wo kro no a wo bo no ho. Prove to me that you are not taking money from these Chinese. It's done. I'll come back to this matter. Now, your December in 2024. Mejai MPs as some count. Mejai. Let me tell you people. I'm done with MP way. Yeah, galamse or constituency Mejai. Medesiano I am for them Jinamoso. Mejai MP so because MPs no omo yeto omo swaba. In the time you do I bet to omo swaba. Wo hene ne ento swaba intimi twama. Sesiano politicians no edi galamse tumi na kwhya ahemfuni nsem na omayi omani na ahemfuni di gala no na ahemfo no ene Chinese fo no essay man no it right now no ye begum ahemfuni anim ase ye ne politicians ni di libiam because ye was a politicians ne de omunya sika ometo vote no they will keep being in power na mo ahemfuni de we are going to destroy every single thing that makes you ohene intime ekọ constituency. I don't care about the MPO. I care about wo ohene no because asase no yede ahye wo nsa. Constituency asase enhye MP nsa. Ghana asase nyina ahye president nsa. Eni nti na e catch president say oman no ehye ne nsa. Oma eden aban no play the role. President say what 9 months. 9 months enko constituency. Omo ti anything called galamsey a omo nko ho. Wo yo ohene wo say e galamsey wo krom. We decided say one friend 9 months and the one now we are kromfo no. Me say president on na Ghana asase nyina ahye ne nsa. O say opese of fight galamsey. Senka president opese of the galamsey kono ehye MPs nsem akobeka say MPs no enkwoti omo individual 9 months. O say what 9 months a o de ne nsa ahye krata ase. Wa ye tu galamsey wo asase so no ka kire 9 months no momra ho. Into wa we yon hene asase so hye won sa no obeso kire me say uhu galamsey no that means we yon hene kromfo wo ne eye de sa Chinese for no na eye gala no into right now no me need time with MP so I have time for you ahemfo no mo na me be gina mo so mo na ye be gu mo anim ase sika mo je free Chinese for ho sensuo sensase no we are going to come after you mo ahemfo no de bia na makwhye politicians chi Mukasa and politicians ne mwa Mukasa and politicians ne mwa mo push pressure ni nyina kogu politicians so and mo ahemfo no ya galamsey no me say sa mo plan mo 442 plan na ahemfo na mo gu Ghana na mo ya galamsey mo de ashada akoshe politicians chi and the way the mic share ohene ano a and the politicians are supposed to work hard, the government is supposed to come up with policies, the government is supposed to oboboa omo no mudi bone no ahemfuni bi no mo bokro no no ahemfuni bi no mo sense ase no ahemfuni no mo wiaye ese yensuo. We are not going to fight the politicians again. We have handed over yensase ye de amamo sa won peso be di ohene na ja asase ne to ne kɔ ne to hu ade so as far as udi ohene wa asase ne so no e wo say protect asase no. So politician free nkran ba na se obeka kire wo say President Mahama na asoma no na obeye galamsey a wo hene ne ka kire ne se nko ka kire President Mahama say wo ne ukuro mfo mo ntia ase mo mpene wo hene no wugitum e ma sa politician ne be galamsey a e ye wo e ne bebo sobo say pe obi asini bo a wo hene ne ba be si bo. We have entrusted in Saseno ye de ahyamu nsam enjoy your hene wa Ghana na ye de video beto ha na e ye wukurom. Any galamsey, we will not spare you. Me, I am saying, from Yana to Otumfo to Miankasami Papa, na Okaka Ben Ando. What we on here? Yedi video beba e you krum. We will not spare you because right now, no, you will say more ya galamsey na modem mwakosha politicians chi. And mo Jimmy say we should blame politicians. Mo Jimmy say the politician has a responsibility to play our responsibility. That one we will not take it away. the federal government has a responsibility to fight illegal mining. But to fight illegal mining, no, because the politician in Accra does not live in the community, no, you are the first respondents when it comes to the fight against illegal mining. Inti se ende upensua na obeso kache aban se ombre wunsua adentina bebi a wote no obi se nsuo rutumi kancha aban se yese nsuo no. Inti media medi nka de ahya nan e kire video na amma se video ne ba na eye place wona odi ohene wo ho a we will not spare. We will let Ghanaians know say oh your ohene a won ka no kore. You have no responsibility. Ote wona wodi omusika e no mo ye abra nsuo ne say me ekwamiti hey. I will not blame the government 100%. I will give them about 40 or 60%. Remember, 60% of the blame. Because omo NS inside documents no one crying. Now, more info no de ye fam ho nchamu biem. Time na ekufu the power. Odi na busuafo ye galamsey a chairman wuntumi mo party hie sika na ye ka no. Sata na mo ahemfo no e ka kire say politicians. Ekufu ado betena so one na abemufo ene mo ahemfo mu ka mutiribo mu a moye den moye galamsey say Ghana mo ka kire say politicians omo fa mramra politicians yetitimane yeji 2 million ama NDC mo ahemfo no da ho ka politicians ni ehu se mo ahemfo no mo the politicians no na smoke screen na mo di nkwasiasem mo ahemfo ni bi. So right now we are going to turn the people against mo ahemfo no. Inso na ese no mo ahemfo no. Yare na eba krom no mo ahemfo no. Yabema munkrom fo ma na ehu se wo ohene wuti krom wo V8 be 30. Wo ka papa bi a wo wiase. Enso ekrom wo ma no ye galamsey se omunsuo. O sori a wadress chenchen te Ghana se wo ohene. Baby a yebehu enso ye se unsuo ye ntwema. You have to go and respond to your people. Sanya wutumi tena himfie esemra ema enkofo di mra so no ubetuma semra ema waka kire ukro mu say nobody should do galamsey on wasase, whether it's coming from Accra, it's coming from the Jubilee House, it's coming from where you or you can play a very important role. You will say mo na mo ye galamsey mo ahemfo no mo ya kromfo mo mubi. And I love a statement that Togbe Afedi made today. The president today went to Ho and Oko commission a year Oko Kati sought for a year oxygen city, a new city ana ekura a year baby see different estates ama Ghana for affordable housing na ye beto no Ghana cities and your dollars President Togbe Afedi made a very important statement. No, what is making him confident? DNA Maninya sa confidence need to make such a bold statement. He said, Mr. President, and the Ghana, your free Ho, Volta region, Ho especially, the oxygen city, Adentra, we are proud because we the people of Ho, Yanya Hemfono, ye to me at the nice form, Emma and the Obian to me Galamsey Ho, na Ho Egypt, Ho Dubai. And ya him for Ho ya yemu almost say, Omo ya him from getting it, Omuni Casa Cassie. Omuni Sikano, and yet these same chiefs we sit in Accra and insult them. So omu ye ehia for chiefs no, and yet the same chiefs no more to stop Galamsey in their place. Why are the other ones not able to do it? And the amount for are trooping to Ho to go and buy their food stuff, to go and do business there because in Framani ye, in Suoni ye, Nipo Motuano, Usha vegetation it is excellent. Adentina, I wanna find him for near so many omunisika, omunika sakasie. Omuni gold ya de aswa mo omuni diamond ne ahudja akese omuni private jet akese no aden na omudi omotumi make sure say they have been able to put their foot down to stop illegal mining. Then it means say when the so-called big chiefs in Ghana put their foot down and don't get involved in illegal mining and foolish political connections we can stop illegal mining in Ghana. So the statement from Togbe Afedi, I am coming from the angle, say, what will make a chief so confident to be so proud of his people and where he lives? It is because they have come to that realization, say, if they allow themselves to be greedy, if they allow themselves to be greedy, if they allow money to lead them, if they become sycophants, if they become people who do different things and say different things, their vegetation, that is why today they are confident and they are happy, even though they are not rich, even though they don't have gold, even though they are not exhibiting their wealth around the world to tell people they are the most richest. Today, as we speak, they are the most wisest and they are most richest because open super. If you want to save your life, you have to go to Ho. If you want to save your food, you need to go to Ho. If you want to control the people, you need to control their food basket. So Ghana is living. We are living on Oxygen City, and the rest of the places are Galamsey and Koho. Why can't we do that in the whole country? Other than Himfubi are pushing the blame on politicians. Now the politicians and your man control Ho. Ho for how many MP? Ho how many DC? How many MC? Ho abide by Abanibi. Why are they able to stop it? And why can't we also stop it? Because Ebima imagine say, the politicians and a safeguard. Politics politicians na ye yo. Politicians na ye yo. No one can say na ye galano. Me say from Ochina. Anytime any video comes out from any constituency, I don't care about the MP. I don't care about, because president say what 9 months or the Nensa shall see. Oh, your hene, that's what to see at Galamsey Kroma. You can call 9 months to come. You people are not calling them because you are the same people doing the Galamsey. Moi him for the be. More the mumu nim the eba. Kwasi adena mumu bi de te Ghana. Ma hune nipa sa. Ma hune nipa. Yare bom anama kwa brocha kwa sam ho yare. Yaba mu fia foreign water nkwa na monom. Yaba mu fia foreign food nkwa na mudi. Motete yeso na motwitwitwi kasa kese. Mu frefra ntoma kese ya Ghana ha na mu hune nipa. Na yene de eguase ne enum nsuo e de se moa. You people hide behind politicians and speak all the grammar and exhibit all the culture, but at the end of the day, you cannot protect and protect your own land. Politicians, we know them. Left or right, we know them. Now we are bringing the power and giving it to you, the chiefs, to handle Galamsey issues. We want you people to also take the lead. Some will see I exhausted BBR, and I keep hearing some people making comments. And the government cannot do anything. The government cannot do anything. Today, we want you, the chief, to take this fight up. Enya Krampono, Abambi the 9 Musaba, a whole standby operational team that is equipped and ready to help anybody who needs assistance to fight Galamsey. Why are you people not calling 9 Mus? Because unim saw hine ye Galamsey. Unim saw hine no responsibility no. Enya dia all keep it up to the responsibility. Anything obofu no. Ubofu udidi matem. Make us say me mo bia din enso ubofu because unim saw wo hine ne odin kwase asem. Unim saw wo hine ne responsibility no weja to ho. Anything ubofu no. Make us say hofo ni age adentira because oma hemfo no and disappoint omo. Oma hemfo no are not greedy. You are angry in you because unim sa ohine no edi nkwasi asem. Unim sa ohine no oni politicians na ye Galamsey no. Unim sa ohine no ono na protect omo se won sa asinti na obuofu no. Adenti na obuofu. Adenti na ochina obuofu na onya demonstration enko ohine ne ahemfie nka chense nana. De ye hu no eye ho no ye pese ehu bi wa ha. Adenti na ontumi nyesa. Every say wa jimi. Every say wama ohine no afa so we jimifo. Every say aka okasha bo ahye we yem. Every say wama eye den eye ekuro na wotim no nyansa fa ne nyansa wontumi fa operate. Ohine no wokɔ de fie a nsuo nyina eye foreign water no onom. Ne yare ba okwa broche de kosa ne ho yare. Kwasea me ka kire wa ubuofu. Adenti na ubuofu. Ubuofu because the American no unim say no na wo hine ye. Me papa ni krom yentu Galamsey ho. Me papa ni krom obi antu Galamsey ho. Inti I know my father is not angry. But you are angry because ukro yetu gala ho and now your hene. A cry to Galamsey o ma ya sensu uchi car it cost almost $400,000. Now one kasa nipa na udi almost no so many nyansa I don't know mon sorry me kan say oh hini yesrawo galane de yam pebi wo yasa aseso yam fa ban ho because when you somon ye pese wo hye mrase ma ema excavator bia ntu e we kuro mu ha identity to me ko demonstration identity na wontumi nya ye kire nkokire wo hene enka nkire wo hene ne say wo mpe Galamsey kwankokɔ kwa santimemu kwa northern region kwa western region ayinfo askata Ghana ha Galamsey kuye ena omutwitwi V8 akese kasa akese efrantuma akese ena ebimudi nkwase asem All because they can hide behind what they say, politicians. That is what they do. Politicians are not helping us. You know, the politicians have to do this. Oh, the politicians have to do this. Medi, and many nam. Tie, Jimmy. Medi, and many nam. And this why ready. So, open say, yes, so in a swa. Or China, ya call in and catch the say, ya per se, ya sa sisu yet to say, ho, we ja. Ubofu, on say ho for the boofu ye. Oxygen City, also mubofu ye, also beniaji. Oh, Sibia ma him for necessary. Oh, he on to me cast some way be. I didn't know to me because wa share the nisiwo na nananom, ninuanom, ne nan for ne wafa ase for a to asase sensio on to me kasa. We ja. Ye kodi bronya o. Ayana mo me Inter Miami na hye me o. Ye kodi bronya sa na me charge dia ja. Now 2024. Ye kodi bronya say ya end the date here the 17th of December 2024. Date show we 4th December 2024. Na Nado Danko Ekufuado MPP ba Abozege ba Omia MPP for normal to petrol fuel prices up again. Diesel selling at 1572, petrol at 1499. Technically 15 Ghana cedis per liter under MPP last year December. Na Yekodi Bronya no na Ekufuado ba Omia, head of the economic management team. Canada Japan, the man who appointed everybody. Cabinet Japan, snitch, you know. Brian the Champion, cabinet minister, a Greek ministry, national security, or Kodin Kwasiasem, country, and Bosse Achinchina. All these people were in power. December 2024, not year to petrol, not year to diesel, 1572, and another year to petrol, 1499. Ni Ekodi Brunya, Kwasiafo. Murefi, and 2025, under NDC. John Dramani Mahama, fuel prices begin to drop as OMC's cut pump rates. Petrol sells at 12.50, diesel sells at 12.99. O catch them say, "Aban we nya ban papa o bodam." A ho kire ekofom. Oja. Ye de ye ba ne abekire o, ye tu sia ne akire, ye tu ba yira ne akire si o senkwase akeka ne bisa. We will not come and sit here and chastise anyone without showing you the facts. It is a medicine nyoma mienu we nyina etu screen so a ne mabusa wo say why na adwene ye adwuma a obesori say okoto aba e de ama NPP obe consider NPP to come back to power. December 2024 na NPP for air to petrol akodu 15 Ghana cedis per liter unim liter eye beer bottle no sa and 9 1 liter sa under Ekufuado na beer bottle no sa 4 pe 1 liter. Na ye kodi bronya no na ye tum and ye kodi bronya ye teso and ye December 19th 18th technical 17th yendu 25th December na petrol atia ababedu be 11 or 10 umpe we na opeka ya motiom when tini to aba edentini to aba. The choice is clear. Ye to aba se ye beti petrol so ye ti aba se dollar beko form ye to aba se ye be ye kwan eno na ye si ye hui into your problem ne saying. When problem no day, you don't call Jesus. Go and ask Black Sheriff. Why you they call Jesus when problem no day? You are wasting somebody's opportunity. Yesu onyoma bebreye or nipa bebre ti omo. Inti sa uni problem pa men frɛ Yesu because sa opportunity ne yebema obi. Black Sheriff kaye when problem no day, don't call Jesus. Yati problem no inti identity inti sa ban. Identity inti president. Problem no day, why should we change president and why should we change government? There be me brutal. We are Ghana near down yam yasa aban papa ba. Na mommy enko enim wedwa. Ye bedwuma esiano ye nyina ya behu se. President Mahama has assured that Alan Tremantin will play a key role when he becomes AU chairperson in 2027. Volta region, investment to her. I want to go and build something in the Volta region. Huge. Mena Messi, one of the biggest tourist attraction places in the Volta region. Mena made the first to do it. Adibia Mayen of Volta region. Ghana mu be da. What I will do in the Volta region. Ghana mu be da. Me ako me hard brutal. Volta region. But the Volta region say bibi. Volta. Hey, me mami krum. I wanna krum. I be krum. Volta region. Me say invest sikebe menyo asase su bia no Volta region. Na me van going. Sabe pesa me call into agric investment production, agriculture production. Volta region is the best place. Sabe pesa me call into real estate. Volta region has the best locations. Sabe pesa me call into hotels. Volta region is the best place. Sabe pesa me call into anything textiles. Me pesa me call into production. Volta region is the best place. So why should I leave the Volta region and go to any other region? Region may be because that is the only place some of the investment ko minimum say enya dia obi ebe say asase no asay ensuo no asay vegetation no e baby a some ko si hotel minimum say investor bar or nisika be shem. So Volta region there, I don't joke with Volta region. Ubofu ko ukrom ne ko eniye ko ukrom ne make sure say asase ne ye yentu galamsey wo so na obi mesi hotel ho na broni mra na me hu se kuro we de metum du bisika hye ho na ukuro mu yetutum se emre ukuro no yetutum se emre yekosi hotel wan asase be ne yeriko yefuo wo ukuro mu odwan ubofu Volta region oxygen city eyehu. We will do everything possible to make sure because they don't want to also protect. Alan Gode Chamantin Jo Mahama kan or say 2027 yen yen say ECOWAS over West Africa ha include West Africa nyina agya tum say 2027 they want John Mahama to be the head of ECOWAS. Yen dru ho so medi nkan kan say John Mahama fa ewurade nyankopon. ECOWAS states ni nyina about together say John Mahama yen dru 2026 kwa nyan to aba. But we know who vote you vote near the amount. It been see that in the history of ECOWAS. Nana Danko Kufuado, he had to go and pay money. He had to go and campaign. He had to go and campaign in some of the countries to say, please, I am short. I am a criminal. Let me be once for a while. And omujiji sika. Bra or bre. And then yenyandu 2026 so. And so all the ECOWAS state, West African states are part of ECOWAS, no. Endorse John Dramani Mahama say, whoa. Umpeo, you will be our leader. Na yene Ghana for the saying. ECOWAS state ni nyina say they want John Mahama abrata munyandri na yene Ghana. Obodam. ECOWAS, other African countries, aba together say ye nyan to aba, ye beto aba next year. And so ye vote dinka ma John Mahama. Na omu krompo onya mu ne ne te no, oma John Mahama 2 in advance. Na yene John Mahama te no abuofunu yanya den. Ojan yintiane yanya den. She now no unim say a war eba efia na yemfe yeto obodam ECOWAS states na omo West Africa no omo down ha no omo nyina say we want to AU ECOWAS states no part of AU no omo nyina say they pledge their support. They are going to vote for John Mahama AU chairperson African Union 2027 next year no mo to aba. And so West African states ni omo AU mu no omo say de John Mahama. Na yene ne John Mahama te wa ha no kwasia yenja ma John Mahama nko he omo ne ente kura so mo pe John Mahama na yene ne te ayana mo bobodam hu ayana mo bobodam. So this is a clear endorsement from outside, and we living inside should allow this endorsement to go away. We also will make sure we endorse John Mahama before his time. ECOWAS for na omo nyina join AU no, they have come together. Time nyansu yo omo krampo no obodi nkan endorse John Mahama. ECOWAS no omo nim say AU constitution ejimi fo ba me dwodwo mu nkire o. ECOWAS for no omo join eyedian AU no omo nim say ECOWAS constitution and AU so constitution. Upon the constitution et no omo be ka kire say they know there's a constitution, but they have already endorsed John Mahama to become the next AU chairman. TMA ECOWAS for the answer and catch story.
The authority also has also decided to support Ghana's candidature for the chairmanship of the African Union for the year 2027.
You just indicated that the heads of state have unanimously endorsed the candidature of the president of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama. What went into the consideration with this overwhelming and unanimous endorsement?
President Mahama deserved this community support. That's one thing. We all know the competence of President Mahama. And the leaders have full confidence in him to represent West Africa at that role, in that role. And that's so much.
ECOWAS, I want to some constitution. And I'm a they know they have a constitution. Constitution, they can't also here. And some say, even though we have a constitution, no, your person number 10, and yet politics mu de da yo. Politics mu baby jet. Politics mu polo. Politics mu the Pele, abedi ayo. Politics mu ekobedu. Almost say, even though they know there's a constitution, ECOWAS vote you know. Omo din kama ewiase nyina ehu Africa nyina ehu say omo capito no de ba no omo nyina di nechi John Mahama, he is coming to contest for the chairperson of the African Union. Constitution that ECOWAS only constitution abu ofunu na yete Ghana ye ne kura pa ye ne to Obama John Mahama be di yeso no ye ne e kire se omo ye ne ye kire man no ye ne na ete ho no obi ti abonkyene ma automatic endorsement ye ne etifie no kwasea o ka kire se e na won ti ase de na obey wo wonti ase ne de na obey e de na wo obey e de na obetuma ye de na obey den ECOWAS say o endorse John Mahama automatic endorsement omu nyina e de ne ko AU na wo te Ghana ye ne eto Obama John Mahama no ye ne nipa dodo no over 6 million no ebia be ka ho no wo se den wo be de na obey ye ne ye se pe John Mahama wo de na obetuma ka fam Jimmy Nkonda ubu ofu onti ase e na oman no de na wo nim bibia fra na oman kwasiafo ya de man oman hyemu nsem mo tensene akonwa na da ka mu kwasiafo ya de oman hyemu nsem mokotam oba ebesi jetim ya de oman hyemu nsem adwo asafo kwasiampanyi sei mokofa private jet kofa no kwasiafo ya zantam oman mamo enti mo be se mo chese ejimi ana over 6 million people mameka be bi nkyere mo sa constitution na ebo Ghana ho ban no se constitution jitum obi eni Ghana obetuma stopping the third term of John Mahama. So far constitution be agintum ntiete ha. And constitution is you and I. The voice of the people is the voice of God. Popse populi pokse dei. Enti yenu asem eye constitution no. Se yene nipa na ye tro constitution no. Ye adwene say this is what we like. You, kwasi ampenyi wo dia na betumaye. Let us respect the constitution. And we all have to respect the constitution. And we will respect what the constitution will say. And that is what we will go by. Sende, sa oka chem say ko. Sebio, uye Anglican ni. Na Anglican fo, asofo. Sebio, mo Anglican fo asofo no. Yase mutumi ware. So we busa me question no. Na sa time no, Anglican sofo. Ya sorry no. Enkrata kire say yetumi ware a meka just say yes say meka wie na ochina ya sori the constitution ba na kire say Anglican asofo yetumi ware a ochina so obi be di Anglican asofo no wan ware a untumi emma ne pressure abuofunu anything na constitution hia ya twa constitutional amendment kwasiafo na motifie abontirefo edos John Mahama ye yenwie to you John Mahama ote Ghana kasa won tiase na constitution odia. You are part of the constitution. I am part of the constitution. We will all have to read the constitution and follow what the constitution says. Until when we get to the river, we will cross the bridge, and across that river, we are going to cross the bridge. Into Ojambia ni Ghana, the constitution, we respect the constitution, and we will give all the respect to the constitution of the republic. We got. Go forward. Moana di penya mo time di motena radio so TVs mo kaka nkwase asem ye nka bibia na ehwemo wona be decide Ghana destiny amaye na mo dwen se ekuro no enipa kuo bi dia ohu mo dwen se wo mpini bibi so a o se nyina ye mpene so constitution na ojroi Yen nyina na chroye, de ebeka na ebedi akire. Ene ti ebie constitution mu to wo so obi ankoka na asem. Na yen pensem ni ahwede wom. Enti se wan ankoka wasam ayedin otwe. Now, President Mahama has assured that Alan Kyerematen will play a key role when he becomes AU chairperson in 2027. John Mahama in opposition catch a Ghana for of believing in what we call inclusive government. Senior Kwame Nkrumah starting no. Remember, it is only Kwame Nkrumah and or starting here what we call inclusive government or the nipa be free different places to come join his government. John Mahama can opposition. And John Mahama has always respected the intelligence of Alan Kyerematen when it comes to politics. He has always revered Alan Kyerematen, even though politics, Alan Kyerematen has been with the MPP for a long time. Right now, Oye UP part 2. But Oshe Alan Kyerematen political career, ne respect, integrity or what? John Mahama has always respected Alan Kyerematen's inclusion and then the submission when it comes to developing and building this nation. He's one fine politician. Majority of Ghanaians, even those in the opposing parties, NPP, and NDC against UP, they still respect Alan Kyerematen because when it comes to a gentleman who has conducted himself and become selfless, patriotic, and has respected the rule of the game, Kyerematen, and John Mahama said, why not? Say Alan Kyerematen or UP, number NDC, it does not mean say Ghana for a town for. Nyan said that it's him. And I'm a pair because Nyan said them team and a Ghana for 2 Abama and Yansano. They know say Nyan said them team between Ghana. Anytime Nyan saw overwhelming numbers are omotumame, even the NPP followers, they voted for John Mahama because Nyan said that team no, ya the tuba umiatima about umiatiba pai. John Mahama said, we say Nyan Sani be a Alan Kyerematen trimu. Now Obewun says Nyan Sana was Alan and the support a buying way near the Ghana. Even though Alan were Upino, John Mahama respecting Nyan said that team, it was winning BB. Alan Kyerematen 2027 say me to me ebe ye AU chairperson awo table na ye be se no obenya baby papa tena mo NDC MPP for nkwasiafo and the omo contest for mo presidential to be a presidential candidate obi any wo integrity challenge Kyerematen kwasiafo mo Jimmy MPP na mo team sisia no the 5 sankwas none of them obi any wo integrity say Alan Kyerematen. None of these fools. Oh, the Mayamu, Enibre, Jimmy, Enkwasiasem, Sankwasinyoma, Jimmyism, just say, enmity, disrespect, tribalism. And I will tell you on authority, I want John Mahama to bring Alan Kyerematen on board to build this nation. I will support that idea, and I support this idea 100,000 times. Alan Kyerematen, I junior done it too. Nyansa wenya experience wenya in our politics. Sanka MPP omo nyamwa anka enisa nko momo obiampo contest Alan Kyerematen in the MPP. But ye Jimmy MPP for. But omo say intwamwa. Omo say Jimmy for. Omo everything is about them. They don't care about what people do, the sacrifices. Alan Kyerematen jane life we na to ho e de some party where ye piglet party. Oye bibia ebu a also de bu eyade entafre ene enchechede nyina ene eyade emotia be matenten grammar na obu ne mu ase na wama amotia buo ehena mu hu sa de bi. Where did you ever see a gentleman, a tall handsome man come down so low to kiss the ass of a dwarf? It was all because of the love for the party. Kwasiafo at the point Alan Kyerematen was supposed to lead the party. Mokajen so oya kwasia, onya fantini, onya santini, onim mo san kwasiafo we. Today, yani Ghana for the young Alan. Me ko Boadu, Ghana for munim nyansa, young Alan Kyerematen da. Alan Kyerematen UP one of the most recognized parties in Ghana, irrespective of vision and ideologies. If John Mahama sees Alan Cash as one person he needs to help build this nation, why not? We are building an inclusive nation. Alan Kyerematen is an experienced politician, very well known, and then also widely known. He's very smart when it comes to contributing to building of a nation. Into this idea, we all support it. This idea, we support it. And I will tell John Mahama with all due respect, say, even before AU, you become the chairman of AU. Even before, if there's any way you can help bring Alan Kyerematen on board, please find a way to solicit his ideas. The man is an intelligent man. On some Mr. Alan pa, Alan Samiana, Mr. Alan pa, Osha me nichi. On some tell him when I show me ha. On some Alan so the nichi pa or to semi rough. Sorry, or nichi to Miss Saddle. Alan, Miss Senna rough. Inti, me angasa me whom semi Alan could chamantin twin. I just say, Ebia Walan Tem, send ye what heaven no. And Alan Castle no bidding car jame. Send me your opinion or domi. Into your castle or beco as assassin. And I'm sure and your car or making sure say the bush for no a be infant for and into the papa and my back fantino. And it's all steady me pa now shed masuntrima. So steady Osha masuntrimo also home hanka crana. Alan Kakra ho I and I'll show me near chino on and it will shed me nino Sibia a cat is a brood in the street now. Also Alan womb Alan Miss Senepa and Oyobia Uhumia who's an Muja will be more or domi. And I'm assuming Donald. Inti Sir John Alan Chamantimba joining NDC are buying in ideas. Alan can be a UP person. Nobody has a problem with that. Alan Chamanti can still lead his UP party with their own ideologies. But if we need to solicit, Yama Alan Chamanti na Ajnika Krabwa or Manichina, why not? We can call Alan to come in. Alan, on our expertise, what do you think we should do? He is a very smart person. Or sorry, Mr. No. And Alan, who Alan Awohume. So Umia Alan. Ya doya hu or pemasa mankasa. It is always so Alan ya shame ha. Into steady Mr. S, Mami Alan side picture na me fan chiro Mr. S. So steady Alan pa now shame ya Mr. Alan pa because Alan no obi a me ne koda kwkranda mini pano no ni pa ne me na kwara ne me. O feel me papa. Kojo. Me friend KJ. Alan Mr. Chairman thing Michelle, my friend KJ, was hey, K, Mr. KJ, was hey, K, Menka Bubiante. Nini part of me, Papa, Alan. Alan Tramantiana, yedim. Obianti said no, Alan Tramantiana, yedim. KJ, Alan. Me to be book KJ, Port Alan, else keep it cool. I, some to me, session meetings are sitting at the other. I, na. I say, Alan, no, a very nice guy, a very shy guy, also on Pekasa. And or Syria, nice Syria, or darling boy Syria. So, Ben, I'll be also some nice, darling boy Syria, Caribbean bucket. Into a Michelle meeting us here. I think I go from Lil Alan. I, it's a be for the Lil Alan. Besides, get me Alan's picture. Into go from Lil Alan, enemy. Into Michelle to KJ, or say, keep it cool, KJ. Into me, Alan, dear. Alan de minim nyansa Alan wo minim de obetumi ayabo Ghana enti se wo Alan na wo hume so wo Alan KJ no homo enti Alan de nyansa de wo bi Lil Alan no Lil Alan tiny na yo di nyina tiny na ye bibi no ya ready we de the nyame bo antina na menkan ma me large picture no eso be kasi bia Kevin wan ga nya botre unsa Miss Alan hwe Lil Alan na me hwe me sre kakra hwe me hwene no na hwe lines no hwe oh, there, can picture no. Besides, take a screenshot. Miss Alan, papa. Ready? Aqua Miss Alan. Mami, Mike Nisinche. Na mwangasa me cast my muntie. Na mami sumi pose this Alan na mensre. Na yemfanye monfa koma MP before no. Say my catch Miss Alan, me so me sre Alan de ni bi. Nehe obeso wan hwe ni echi no enti on say ohun hase na se misu nyini a mitini sa na be pack akra ai enti hwe lines ne de chi na hwe Alan on say the chin is straight on the same ya enti mini Alan sere no so say yes pa ai ala KJ much picture there you much screenshot na mo fan ko thank you very much enti ade no Miss Alan enti enyi se bia nsem bi wona nkofo keka na ade ande onim nyansa na onim de oye Lil Alan on me inti John Mahama yesrew use Alan Chamantin. He's a very very patriotic gentleman. Thank you very much. Omudwa. Eradi akwa Miss Alan. Me minim kra me num nsu akwa Miss Alan too much. Alan look alike. Now, there's this story here I want us to talk about. Endra eye meka about Obuasi eye sisiano the level of crimes the level of ghettos, gangsters, criminal young men and women are almost say Ghana communities, is getting out of hand. And I would like to applaud the Obuasi district commander. Minim Nidin, I'll get his name and picture tomorrow. I'll show it to you. He has done a marvelous job. Endra, In fact, Obuasi area no communities bebre omo serious soap wo ho omo call these communities echo making sure say ghettos are omo say enkura omo botuo omo say communities omo de ndubone say mebunu no Andra the district commander Obuasi district commander I hope yes omo LED charge no and making sure say Obuasi no anajo Andra ahomache na omo ransake about 40 of these young people, ebi mutunton we, ebi mutunton red, ebi mi armed robbers, ebi wontuo, omo ransacking kora we nyina, almost immediately they are going to prosecute some of these young men and women omo etu ransacking omo nyina no. Now, I want to tell the Obuasi district police commander, say, I really appreciate the effort Endra, one o gallant men no, mo de share sa supim, but the mo konka Moko Akaporisu and places like that. You went to all the hard places to ransack all these people. Endra and Kwanamika the same way. And Endra and Ajono, action was taken. Say, with all due respect, I know you are doing your best. More try to make sure, say, baby, I'm to Rubon in Inano, Mobe SCP or a cleaning system, no. Endra meka bidieso, Endra so bidieso no moko ho, mo make sure say, ma ayede, mako ransake, and conform odi nyina a clear place, no. Now, what I want to say is, say, Obuasi District Police Commander, with all due respect, say, right now, so Obuasi a BDSO, the hub of criminality. Obuasi BDSO, Shangara Park, specifically Shangara. Sa park near friend Shangara, BDSO, no, and a criminality de koso. Majority of containers, almost see holding Yano, Omoton red, Omoton tuo, Omoton weed. With all due respect, Endra, the report I got from my team, then they say, you guys echo at dawn. With all due respect, say, time omudi sa boneno, time omututu no, time omudi jano between 9 p.m. and 2 a.m. That is the time obeko no mu botuo, obeko no mu di etuo wano. They are selling guns openly. They are selling codeine. They are selling red. Omo ton weed on tables. Omo be a lot spot. Be ho. We cocaine, codeine, etuo. I'm robbery in a honest stati. Obuasi bidieso Shangara Park. District Commander, with all due respect, we need a post, a police post. Ewo Obuasi Shangara Park. We need a police post. Sa oba be ura Shangara na so bia ufri JJ na oba the immediate right bi na odi ura ho estate ne bubu na gaslight opa gaslight on kakra na o branch right na o ko Shangara Park that lane no ye hia a police post wo ho no mo sa wontimi build immediately bronya ba and I know for sure say ye be bo obi tuo e wo bidie so park. District Commander mempese we be si na me baba catch say I told you so. I am very sure say bronya we yebeku nipa wo ho. Yebe wie nipa wo ho. Anajo from 9 to 12 o'clock no. Onkwara no omo robbing kofo, maamefo, apemfo, obi a wakọ adwuma oba. That is what they do. Inti District Commander, with all due respect, station police officers at Shangara Park. Station about 4 police officers. In fact, if you can get a patrol team that will park at Shangara every evening, we want you to send a patrol team, a pickup truck fully loaded with weapons. Police are address because those people there are dangerous. Get your men to have a station there throughout this festive season. Ochina measure say, Commander, oh yes, it will stop this menace. So I want to create a police post for her. Please, from end till the end of time, I will be to make create a police post. I was Shangara. Mr. District Commander, if you want me to provide funds for you to get a container move to menya air condition room, a container move to menya sebio desk room, a container sebio move to me a buildia, a man for to me take it turns, a container police ni bro bet ma da na obi so atena counter. Sa container I will pay. If you need a 40-feet container, I will pay. Get the container. I can get somebody to come and furnish the container. They can come and build it there and make it a police post. Ewo Shangara. I am willing to put all the money in it. I am willing to spend over $10,000 to get that done. I am willing to make sure, say, when you sa container no, I can reach out to you. If it is not against the law, I will provide the funds. We need a 40-footer container sitting there. You're furnishing, you're done in the police post. At least every time we will have 3-4 policemen sitting in there. In Siota, at least they are in a container air conditioned room. They are in a container in Sio room. In container in from a papa woman. A done police post that I can pay. The nonsense going up, going on, it is too much. And the Oma Mutesa area when you know, mammy phone in us through, and Koran in us through. Utu Uchaman to Uchaman to Etmibo Binekuno, Omutun to Mr. District Commander. I will find your number. With all due respect, if you want me to make the money available this Christmas, I can do it. In fact, if we cannot do the container this Christmas and you want us to do it after Christmas, sir, Christmas season way, if you want me to fuel your truck, sir, will pick up every night, I will pay. From now to the end of January, to the end of February, give me a budget. Make ya every single day. Petrol, police for the car, and I could see a yedien. I could see Shangara. Every night I will pay. I will fuel it. I will take my own money. I will send it to you, and then I will fuel it. I will make sure Debia from now to February. You better sa container no. Sa police post. I will pay. I will pay my own money. I will reach out to you. Say most money sika and I jumbo beto fuel egu eya pick up nim ama police for asesho mo akotena Shangara and adubiana. I have money to pay. I will pay that fuel. I want to stop this crime. Sa ankwasi asamna ekoswa enkofo bi ekunkofo say lives edi drugs akese. I want to shut it down. So I really appreciate this effort from you, Mr. District Commander. Ochina, with all due respect, I will try and find your number and I'll call you myself. Give me a budget. Tell me, Kevin, we at the Obuasi Police District Office, if we get this amount of money, we can make sure every evening from now till the container is ready, we will be able to have policemen sitting at Shangala, Park 1 to survey the place. Pure surveillance. Obubeko enyumbre 8 o'clock and they will leave there 5 a.m. I will pay. So say, with all due respect, I really appreciate this. And I encourage you to be that police officer. What should I say? You are ready to lead. I'll let Ghanaians know Ejuma Awoye, the way you are fighting crime in Obuasi. I want to help as somebody who grew up in Obuasi. I am not going to allow this Obuasi town to fall to criminals. There are young people in Obuasi, almost we need to protect their lives. And then Pia na John Musro, Obuasi Bidia so Shangara Park. It needs to stop. Mr. District Commander, tomorrow I'll call you. Thank you. Now, and yes, sorry, you know. The Yatini Controller and Accountant General's Department, the Asamabeto. 2 days ago, Nyati say MPP4 came. The NSC. Almost say, a teacher for the Diomoka and are buying tia and the controller pays delayed education sector allowances alongside December salaries. A being see that. And what is a teacher DB Kasa TV so? Adentina MPP for no a move from this conversation. When a friend are buying. Yes, sorry, you know, a buying a teacher for a car sector, no education sector, no controller. An accountant general, sike delay and with tia nina as a tia December, aketia. Ukuni a teacher near Yutianeka. Ubianko inisika. This is why we need the NDC in power for 41 years. Oh, sir, almost 30 years did they know what to say, and the MP before I did debut. Because this is what they thrive on. And this government is focused. This government is willing and ready to work. And they did not know hey, what is Omakabiso? Omonamushi Shakespeare. Omuyama and Kabibi say Debia, and so a byway is always prepared. This government is not going to leave any sector behind. This government is not going to ignore anybody, especially public servants. This government, NDC government, John Mahama's government, will never leave anybody behind. Obviously, at a point, you may be delay kakra. Maybe a salary may delay 1 month, 2 months. But I can assure you for a fact to say, under John Mahama and NDC, nobody is going to be left behind. Say, problem back to Abia, they will solve it. They will correct it. And then I can't how many days now go to bronya. Ye tia, I say tia a ye bronya ketia. Into teachers, a ye education sector no, and the John Mahama aban papa naba a solve a problem. Nana do danko ekufuado for 8 years or to man solve. Asam Papa says because Asam Papa aban papa ne also. Dr. Atto Forson has within the last few months paid road contractors and service providers more than any finance minister in history. It is a fact. Okay? For as much as many Atto Forson, we have our own differences. As much as he doesn't like me, when it comes to his work, I can tell you for a fact, he's very good at what he does. And I will not take it from him. As much as onim se mesala nchamantina ye ne ya. Ato force simple masem nyina because mesala alan cash. And ne ya. Because ato force on so bia o se ne papa nko a. De ma ato force on fam pema asem ne se onim se mesala me ye lel alan inte ne ya. Enti de bia no ohumi ana ye ne ya ona kumem se aden na boy we se alan. Ono ato force no o se ne papa nko a enti na ye ne ya no. But apart from ahoya na ato is envious of me because I look like Alan. Alan's look alike, you know. A finance minister who has been exceptionally good at his work. It is this guy, Atto Forson. You can't take it away from him. And since it's all by, you know, this is the first time we have seen for a whole year contractors who are working with the government. Who say contractors have come out to do what? To disturb our ears to say they are being owed by the government. In fact, a can anado danko ekufuado ne MPP for jitu ho na contractors me na contractors buofuno Atto Forson and NDC ba power they have been able to clear those debts onon kwane finance minister any abanya aba etima make sure say when it comes to roads, construction of roads, contractors who are Ghanaians, indigenous contractors, at least they have been sorted. Say Atto Forson entio nyina kra about 70 to 80%, the majority they have been paid. Video where I'm about this man I'm about video channel or a contractor and the Kufuado. When no case Kufuado is silly. Sa video way a akokra we na Kufuado are buying they didn't pay them as a contractor.
One by one.
Well, how will you do it?
Well, we will die and they will bury us.
So this video, a contractors and the Kufuado, Moka is mrebi. Contractor Bikache Kufuado so a rascal. Yes. These were the men. Some of them have died. Nana Danko Kufuado did not pay them. And at a point in our history, you could hear only 1 or 2 indigenous contractors because those were the contractors they had their connections in the government, a Kufuado government. One contractor be a city Joe BBB Joe the contractor be because they were the only political contractors in Ghana we know. So they had affiliations in government. They had connections in government. They were maybe sorting people in government. So they kojobot and yes, W or Dimbisa, you're from saying. At a point in our history, by 8 years, near about 1 contractor paid. But there are so many contractors in Ghana who are capable. Yeah? In Sawam of Anko, a contractor, yeah, or you say Juma Wino, on your easy contractor, one of the biggest contractors in Ghana. Sa of Anko. To in Sawom Road, the contractor on this. Sa contractor, one of the most powerful contractors in Ghana. You can't work, diligent job. You cannot take it away from Marapoma. And when you go to Africa, the trademark is in almost every African country when it comes to quality roads. And all these contractors were around. But you know something? Because Bawumia Ekufuado Dems were doing business with good work, what they did was, they are not going to give you jobs. And when they give you the job, they are not going to pay you because you are not giving them their kickbacks. Inti all the jobs at a point in our lives, not Ghana for you say, could your job, say the contractor Ghana, could job. And I'm a For 8 years. Now in Ghana, near Jane said Kofi Job a contractor. Because Kofi Job there, he has affiliated himself with the MPP politicians. He's able to sort them out. So they were giving him all the local and the job no a bonus so on to me. I don't have any problem with Kofi Job or a Ghanaian. He's a good contractor. In fact, one of the biggest contractors in Ghana, Kofi Job is one of them. But I'm letting you understand. Kofi Job monopolized the system by their capacity. They could not complete all the jobs because there were other indigenous companies who were also capable of doing the job, but Akufo-Addo dems were not paying. So majority of these companies folded. Majority of these companies, they defaulted. Ebimu did the loans, so they were all at home. So at a point in our history, not to say any local companies are making a constructed road, but suddenly, in less than a year, MPP bar power, there are so many different local contractors, and under the big push, it is only done by local contractors. Into what Busan will say, under the big push, roads are Ghana local contractors were not moving. They were all around. Now the Danko Akufo-Addo ba Omiamono, they suppressed them because some of them were not ready to do what? To pay bribes. Some of them, at the end of the day, MPP Abino, SA Omojima, because they were not paying them. But what this government did was that when they came into office, they called all these contractors and reviewed all the contracts. And all the legitimate ones, they made sure say they are paying them. Until now, you can see the confidence in some of our local contractors. They now want the government to give them. And the contractors in Ghana, they don't even care the length of the road or the distance you give them. They just need the work from government. You know why? Because they are being paid. When you get even 10-kilometer road now, you know you are going to be paid. Into when 10 kilometer 3 times in a year, you are good. In the past, contractors wanted 500 miles road. No. Today, it's about consistency. It's about your 1 mile road. Over to my in the solid. Oh yeah, your check is there. Contractors, they are comfortable working with the government. And that is what the government needs to do. All the government needs to do is to bring back confidence. Say America focus say we are strong. Say Chinese focus we are stronger. The Chinese have confidence in their government. The Americans have confidence in their government. It is somebody they are not scared. And that is what builds nations. Because government does not have money. It is the citizenry that have the money. It is the citizenry, they need to, at the end of the day, spend the money, invest the money. When they invest the money, it goes to the central bank. The central bank makes profit of it. It goes back to the people. They also make their profit. That is how you run a country. When there's no confidence, investors no any confidence, it kills the government. The government will never be able to do any infrastructure job. And then they see under Akufo-Addo, because Oforia Tamono and Akufo-Addo, they killed the confidence of contractors. So a contractor will not commit to a $70 million project. Why? Because that contractor cannot trust Akufo-Addo. That contractor cannot trust MPP. That contractor cannot trust the finance minister who is at Oforiata. But today, a contractor can trust the system because the government has been able to stimulate that confidence into when they are committing. When the government calls them and say, do this job for 6 months, I will pay you 30% now, the confidence is there. It is the consistency in how a government deals with its people. And it's a lot of local or indigenous companies, road contractors, now accepting to work for the government. It is building confidence. When the people lose confidence in you, you lose power. When the people lose confidence in you, you as a government, you are not fed. The people feed you through the confidence they have in you. And how do they feed you? They put their money in the economy because they trust you. The money becomes the fuel that drives the economy. That makes the government look good. So when the people are scared and don't have confidence in the government, they withdraw. And when they withdraw, the government cannot build. The government cannot invest. The government cannot spend. So that the government is stuck. And for the past 8 years, Nana Danko Akufo-Addo, the NPP could not do any major project in Ghana because the people, the investors, the citizenry, they don't have confidence in the government. So the government, it's blood. The blood, Nankasa, is the confidence of the people. When the confidence of the people is intact, it pumps blood into the heart of the government. That is how the government is able to work. I feel take governance, I say. So this is governance 101. You are not supposed to make it so so complicated. It is who say a government is doing this. The government is trying to buy the confidence of the people. And when the people are able to believe in the government, the confidence is there. I don't care putting $2 million to work for a government whilst I've not been paid now because of the confidence and belief I have in that government. It is simple. So first of all, the leader needs to show, say, you can be trusted. And it's not so many people today, investors, big men, people who have money, have confidence in the government. You know why? Because they trust the head of the government. So the actions and the gesture of a leader can determine the fate of a particular group. Maybe I want to ask you. And during Akufo-Addo's time, there were people who were doing a lot of things. And we're asking ourselves questions. I don't know who you say. I don't know who botu. I don't know what titi nipa. I don't know who gunjuma. Because the people who were down there doing that, they had looked at the body language of the leader. In this election, when you botua, the people taking the action down there, they know Akufo-Addo will not react because his body language shows he's in support of such actions. Now, when that goes on, you see, say, the language, the body language, the gesture, the things the government, the leader of government, and yet the president, how he speaks, his temperament, his attitude, it trickles down to Omo Onyomuye Juma. So what happens? And then they say, now the people start to get crazy. And I'm talking about those beneath him. Into who will be the Soforiata, who will be the Gabi, who will be the MPP leadership. They don't take responsibility because the head will never take that responsibility. Because the president, you know, ever taking responsibility. Who born dog for you to say you are not responsible for the debt that we incurred, for the DDEP, for Ejapade, for PDS, for all the crimes? You who born you to say you don't have any knowledge? But they know the body language of the leader. They know the body language of Akufo-Addo. They know he will not admit to what has happened. So they are confident and comfortable suppressing the people. And in Tinana say, every leader, his gestures and body language, the way he approaches issues will reflect in the work of his government. It won't say, majority of Ghanaians have confidence in the government, not because an extraordinary government, it is because of the language, the body language, the gesture, the temperament, how we believe in the leader of the nation or the government. So, answer a politician who commit money, he's looking at the president. He's looking at his body language. Send the obesity, invest to Ghana. Is the president going to look on for a minister to cheat me? They look at the president's body language. So the body language of the neck, the head, the leader is very vital to the sustainability of a government. Into Akufo-Addo losing power, MPP losing power, no, the leadership, Akufo-Addo Bawumiano, body language is what caused their defeat. And you know the funny thing, they have not admitted that they, through their actions, they have still not admitted to it. That is why they still want to give you Bawumia, because Bawumia is another shadow of Akufo-Addo. Every single thing Akufo-Addo did, Bawumia agreed to it. So why should we give Bawumia the opportunity? It is basically giving us Akufo-Addo 2.0. Why is the MPP still bent on bringing Bawumia? It is because the MPP still have not moved away from their actions. They are still not hurt. They still don't want to take responsibility for what they did to us. And they are still pushing Mahamudu Bawumia. They still want us to go back to that Akufo-Addo style of governance. Politics, more political science, you know. They just go read books. But you see, you need to be knowledgeable to do the kind of job we do. And just say we support John Mahama, we support the NDC, and we put everything on the line. It is not because it is because we have studied the politics. We have studied the science behind it. We have studied the psychology behind it. We have studied the people who are basically looking at these politicians. So we know how it works. We know and we understand. And do not sit and make it look like, say, what is happening to Ghana today, it is just mere talk. No, it is because of people taking prudent action, people making decisions that are right. And it's now you are seeing this. Bibi na ma bibi keka no ho bibi na ma be ma eni esan no agina no na so etumi edi dwuma nti yekoye say yekoje motivation mbema mo ha nyina ni age mbema mo ha nyina ni age motivation ne hia we nya motivation dia emfa nti yekohwe motivation ne aba obi esresre girls no bebre mu na esa na tie otofia sekodu nti ebasa na ye ka nsam sana na obuofu mema obuofu e dia na ekobro nya na ebeyi Aqua me pekasa. Minimum cry me ya. Aqua me kasa. Me de just say and yes me tene kakra dia kama so be fucking wano ya we oba be na bepe tene kakra be me bogantina na I say be you feel me no na me na manu enko ba we oba be na bepe me wano adi na hia wo wano ya be ma wano ya na say hia wo ene nka me bra bruta but on say nyankopon so onye bibia o ye bibia bepe onim se wano ya nti ene o ma mi sika nti mi wo sika ai nti ama se bi no oba bia tumi bluff me so ai hia wo uti so o confia na uyema ya tra na wano say ya come there bedo girls no o ma to abenkwan kro mo mfiu father me charge witi no sati we ene obenya de ene nka ohini mamenka hello nkyere nipa kakribni amfa hyehyɛ so why woto fia se kodu ye kan ba ho asem na enye oba bia na ho ofe enye oba bia na ho ofe girls ni bi wa munya botre tiny cry ye manka bibia tiny de wa ye min tiny obi anka bronye ko betwa nwoma ma me kwa na abɔ me din se o Kevin we de tribute to Kevin da be tribute tiny because be we tiny well me but tribute no so bia ba be raise be wu tiny we de ka se bia apology song na nka tiny why apology song ama me tiny nka de me keka ye nyina de o de ayem asase we su a pese me pese me ka ho asem ndra me ka ye nka tiny we obi a niado anka obetwa apology song 30 seconds bi ama me say anyway there I apology song I may ya check Kevin because my bonny oh tiny in the girls bi amunya abotre bronya ba guys no maka obonto me hu de efe enche on feel so I na enche on feel obepia bonte obehu de efe obedi nkomo but wo no feel in time amunya abotre o prem ho dodo edien na wokoye na wakyei na obabena na ne kasa on fili wa nkwa pamon on fili wa ankwa kasa ko bebi no onko ni bebi o fili wunti na odi siewu boys no meboa mo iti ana gaso munya abotre bibia na gidi adan na komna ko hin na ese na ogina party we ase on fili wa nkwa no wajai o fili wunti na osinya abotre because o nipa ono so ko onya bi hwe so nipa na efum bema de nipa na fom enye se bia nipa adwene da ho se bia obedi bone ntinya na mba munya abotre kakra bibia no mamuna na bibia na wokɔ he na wura he ade munjai sa de na na wo ofre bema ofa call no hello also how are you so good then you ready bibia okay munjai na wugina he na wo no na wo kan bibia wo sa nkura sekasa no munjai hello na wo na wo saying eje san krase kasa munjai okọ abrochira yenye sa nyoma no ekire Ghana fo nkrase fo gura abrochira no da ho yesa ade no so wo frɛ nipa na uni ma de create offer the moment a wafa no offer no the moment a wafa no o sa wodi kan ni di nkomo hello akwesi good evening now when when me pa chow because me mpe bia wo ebia me pese me so pese busa wo here first wo frɛ hello good evening akwesi me wo bantama na esi awen na wedi nka che location so on cost trade go kasa kwesi wan on ka be bia wo ka obusa be bia ne wo di nkan ka be bia wo no ene de bema bema no etimama location in this obese bema tie o kasa na wo o ka kire be wo a simple di nkan kire o zip code itofa call no pin anase bia ne phone no ringtone no eyi daddy lumba nyom ai ebia daddy lumba nyom bi di say eyi ni nyum ya bi pem aha benyima di ene ho ne boy ama sa nyom ni aha interview wa frɛ guy na fa o frɛ na o person hu bebi o wa yen co straight kwabena na wen krasini hello kwabena good evening no yes this year me wo santasi o me gina eye anti b store nim na wo he ne wo hu sɛ wo di adwene pa na eba Jimmy u gina be man chan frɛ na butan so wo he o ye sana boga of few sa technique we na munsua ye girls wo Ghana de bia ma ye moto din u twem na boys to dame no mka se ma me bra uni ma de kro ebia ebini taroto ebia G string na te nti ye frɛ mu aya muntim anim na nya oba bia frɛ no bia na ye pɛ no obu aya ye frɛ obuta directions aya Ghana fo mu na monim de bia nam Ghana wa mu na usu mi ken fruit of the loom patre na hyew usi ni nyina enru for bra wanse na nipa na be frɛ wo na sa leggings ewia 32 degrees na we mia leggings den draws shase e na eyitomagu ase e na wasa sha leggings e na ewia bon ɛdeɛ na woje na yɛfrɛ wa ka biribi akyerɛ wo mu na bibi kwa yewe bere ne abro inti Ghana fo mba munsua se ne obi frɛ mu a mobeka se hello me pacha bibi a ofro se bra ko onya akwara ontumi nti wunkum na woni ne ndi nkomo na nkura sesam no dɔso bronya ba otima ntem wamu na ebere ye de wapia bontene be me bi wo hɔ a enye se opɛwo efe se oni ne ti area okɔ party bi a wa invite us obetumi ne makɔ because or the wokɔ akɔgi status o man kɔ fo mu se wo so wo ba wo si na so akyɛ se amanfo nti enye mpɛ na obi apɛwo Ghana ni ba wo ka se hello pɛ na adwene no atia besi na se opɛmase wabɔdam Ghana for man nam krom na ka se hello sister eno ano na adwene no rotate abɛkyire na adwene besi na se so we de opɛme ɛde nkura sesam no nti yentumi mfrɛ yentumi mfrɛ ka se she said wife papa yentumi ka bi nkyerɛ wo yɛka se wife yɛpɛ wo yɛka se wife tan yɛpɛ wo ɛde ne yɛnya mo ba mo mbrɛ mo as bronya ba mo gum ho kakra na saa nkɔfam de di omochi a Saturday anopa na mo di omochi akɔfo ebri pepo na makɔdi fufu aba na mo ware mo saa nkɔfo na mo di omochi Saturday anopa na mo di omochi akɔfo ebri pepo no na makɔdi fufu obi a opɛ sɛ oyɛ fit na wodi kwase ampanyi echi akɔfo pepo no akɔdi fufu pepo no so uwia na wafo uba e de abafom wagimi saa nkɔfo no mo ware mo omo waste mu time inti mo mbra mo wase mo sɔre ma hyɛ dross mu apron de nam Ghana so mo disturb nipa mo bra mo ase aboy se behu emema ya nipa bi a se wo kyerɛ o natural state si bi a wo te ankasa bema naturally almost cooperate sa na bema te emema se wo kyerɛ bema wo suban papa na wo kyerɛ obuo na wo kyerɛ se sebio medie madwene ye adwuma bema naturally will fall in place sa na bema te se wo bala kuta agenda na bema nya idea bi so kuta agenda obey use that is natural anytime we can say hey girl we there aden on the onfa san kɔ no so because girl ne buy no or the edien na adwene clear ne buy no be kyerɛ say na metie me pɛ sei we there eye shotanga me ninji shotanga ho me pɛ say wo ba no wa hye dross mu apron de abagiragina ni pe ni so first day wo be bail me na wo be bail me first day no wo papa on na te wo bail ne sen unim adwuma meyɛ unim me income baby free ba unim how I sustain me ho first day wo bail me na wo bail me no me ko first kan wan intimate wo be kyerɛ sɛ market na wo yɛ no ebia onfa ntare wonim sɛ wo yɛ market ba oni girls so gina kwashima no nyina yɛ pɛ enya ngba no nyina mo kwashima no intim so mo sua saa nyoma nketenkete no mo me yɛ kasagu Ghana for ma am ntim anim kakra de bia wo mu na enya obia na pɛ wo enya obia na pɛ wo eyenim tie kekre he serious keke etumi ma unya opportunity bi serious keke hello thank you hello bra medase hello how are you eno keke etumi bi opportunity ma o so ma she dross mu apron fruit of the loom dross endu $10 mo mani panya ho ka Ghana kuro ni mu ka fon tantan bia na mafu atrem mu wia and the men they are all the same wo hwa wukunu ana boyfriend kwase panya what say me men are the same, men are the same. Bema kwa champenya ne tiko se otisame. Ono kapre. Nyansa be no nim. Inti ase mu nya butre, mo predodo. Edie ne afa nya mu dan biem. Edie ne nya me hiafo ma. Mu hia bema na mo say, ye repeat that tete mo ehiafo ma. Ehiafo buburo na mu frim. Mu twi table ansa na mada. And so much young mema, any a bequaha, ye call them for can have called me be a da. Brown once in the maintain level sadole. My beman who be a free. My beman who if you are free, man wants to be a tittle. Now my beman in Tia be a free. Sana beman di bebu. Now beman who wants a who bonnet coda or no about you weddy. Boys bet you weddy. It is uncross 7 munjai. And I must our boys so almost sorry. No makono no munkwasiade mokodo no munkwasiade na machechire Jimmy okwati tintin oso na kofa edura ya ho na de rubber chechire ho na wo de na mantem se an eduro ni nko ho na oni oba nkoda kwasia ale so sa nkwasiade na mo na nam Ghana ho osori a no wakobo besia kotete na no ho kwasiade omo so na makotete o ma no no obo jeje lines bu ha ofui ompedwo papa bia anye Oh, where there's a small girl in no. Oh, where there's any no call, where there no come Marys. Oh, where there no call Agis. Ah, where there's a small girl, Quasiato, when you know didn't go angoraji. Small girl na copeno. Huh? Oh, sorry, no pa. The only man sound now. Oh, buggers. Ah, you don't get a tin some. You don't get a tin some. You don't get a tin some. Laboro in Quasiade in Pobo good them 2 penny odia. Compare Jumaya now to TikTok. Compare Jumaya now to TikTok. To where that church on Quasiade uni sikebia da ho. Or brow but oh said any 10,000 Ghana da ho uni bi. Oh, the only man say, where we go? Me for where? So Beckety, where we they go? In Quasiade nkwa into about the benwa. Almost only nyansa. A day with them, and I would a yadi, Bob, Babu Boom, Wako China, Moracoto Tonquasiade, a jato Pemina Mobesi, ultimate tar de papa. And I do above 435. Now, where you Bema, now walk of a dragon, walk of a dragon, a branch to sell. Quasian penny. Wako no, a japia cononom Quasiansa. Wako no krama pempem ni obatan na ho wakekeke kansan bom uwia na wako yu kwate akogina batum na wako fa dragon akogu ho na wako fa politin mag o kitchen wo ma me kitchen atwekere kwate Jimmy adan a na enkom na wode ne na mantem se obi de ne ho beti sebrebe aboa enti emma na mfiu pe wode nam town say girls ne fucking girl ba na fucking why ba na wo de kwakoda no se jatadie why ba na emeda wo ma wo fa Jimmy okote politin bag na wo de obema akotum na wako spray hu na wachechire wabodam na young man fine boy wo de na mantem wo de politin bag achechire obema adan a ya chechire ma eduro na kom kwasia wajimi na girls no eba wo nche no ma bie ma na obu ofu nipa baako one obatan na ho one heba freak one krama pempem wafa dragon kakra egu ho nipa baako wa onum jojo nipa baako e de na wo pe wa ye tan na girls ne ba no muso wajimi no mo twe mo ho a na obetena TikTok ai girls de mo hwe mo yo December yi Jimmy munim nyansa mo boys no dodo so mo Jimmy mo sheda en sheda mbo brabi e man ba mo a be ma be sia be de ho de na undare ye wa mo tom ken wa mo tom ken o bon ay ye de say boys yeah, you boxers to wa etumi say yare e wo e de nkinkensu o boxers mu fin undi huni de bia akatansu ahuhuro uyi tawo da bobo nso na afọ motuom akatansu ahuhuro na ode spray tantan bi egu no ho no nam ojina okode dem mercury bulb ne bo bibia ye white e bo 6 o'clock na wo hwane dem a ice kitchen Jimmy untumi ntrase ndwene se na obehye nyoma ade nkosesam no ade nsamfo na mudi na Ghana osa no nko mega ni azuma bites na ode oboase atoso oboase bites na ode eja pia na ode nipa baako oye ahweaka Jimmy ntimo ye nyina ntutu ye hofo obedwa boy we hu hwe ade bia Kevin Taylor ye no e wo makoma mu ade ena mo maamefo na mo mma ene emmema bi twempena unim se papa ya obai ne twempene waware wo mo maamefo na mo tete asori dem na mo mma ne nkofo kunu mo twempena mo ni tuam nyame betua mo ka mo sa maamefo no na bena nene de wamba wo maame panyini wo baba owie na school ena wakofo obi kunu ena odi nachi okunu obatu bi befie na aba ene de wanfa bibia mbefie abuofunu oba adwuma ben na oye onfa aduane mrefie oba na aduane ben adwuma ben na oye etua ne ka okwa onfa aduane wunim se obai one maami o se maami aware wunim o so wa yusu ho no wabasa se osono ena otifio na nkwasiade wo tiwei wo ba ese obi aware wunim se wo ba no o se obi aware ena woni tuam obi ba ware ho ana obodua ofui ana wotifio unim de ekọ na mo sa maamefo na mo ma edi nkofo kulechi esen nkofo ware nyame nkum ntontwene munim se de ekọ so ne nye ubusa oba 20,000 Ghana eye December oba no okofa no wei enye be ma obi kunu no okoje no ho ha ena wotewo obi wa otumi tewo na obi kunu aba ne fie na ya hwehwe ne ba osia ene mi wura tenase ma mi beifo ura ontenase oba kunu no ha obi kunu aba ofie se o hwehwe wo baba one ne enya ne yere na wotewo ka se ene we dey asew wo ye beifo nyame bekum ato atwene heart attack bekum ɛdeɛ na moje mo saa maamefo nso munye saa nkwasiade no mukɔ eyiase na mo tɔn mo ba mukɔ eyiase na mo tɔn mo ba me deɛ me baba ne deɛ wo deɛ mehwɛ deɛ mɛyɛ an abena deɛ na asɛm yɛ den kakra o me ne ne bɛkasa ma na ba saa mo maamefo no so mo yɛ wudifoɔ mo na mo sam kra ne life abena deɛ me na me kan o wie school yi me samu ako efia o onye bibia me bɛyi me sɛ dɔkɔdɔkɔ ɔnka bibia ɔhyɛ dɛm ayɛ bɛfa ne pie ma me wo ka kyerɛ me samu ako bɛfa ne pie no me samu ako wɔ yere wo ba no so ne tu ne tuatua wei ɔmfa ne pie nkɔhe mukɔ yi asɛ na mo tɔn mo mma na mo tɔn mo mma nko bɔgya ntra mfa sika mbra mo sora mo ma nipa nna ɛdeɛ nkwasi asɛm no mo alajifoɔ na mo no mo nsa na mo di nkwasi asɛm wɔ gara alajifoɔ no mo alajifoɔ na mo nam gana mo no mo nsa na mo di nkɔfoɔ yire chi no kora na ma wo chance sɛ ware deɛ wopɛ 4 wakɔ maka wabɔ mpaye kora na ma wo liberty sɛ wobɛtuma ware 9 waware 9 na da ho di machi ɛdeɛ na wogye alaji ɛdeɛ na wogye wɔ asase wɔ esu a wokɔ maka akɔbɔ mpaye a ɛyɛ ɔsom a wowom tumi ma wo ho kwan sɛ wobɛtuma ware 9 na still a waware 9 na wowɔ yere no mu mmienu woda ho wɔ 2 opportunities yɛne ani saa chance ni bi na wo malam unum nsa sie wo de wo malam mua wo alaji mua wakɔ makaba na wo ne oba hye hotel na wo num wine na wo hye hotel wo alaji wo ɛna mo misuse the name alhaji mo opportunity to extend mo contracts ni people who are osum no mo no they don't even have the right to marry second wife mo de mo kora no ɛne ɛyɛ osum na mo no ɛsɛ wo betuma ware 9 ɛde ani bre na wo pɛ ɛde ani bre no ɛdeɛ nkwasiade na mo maalamfo no bi tete Ghana mo yɛ no ɛdeɛ nsɛm hunu no ɛdeɛ nim guaseɛ na mo di gu Allah ɛnim guaseɛ na mo di gu ɔsom no na wo maalam mu a wo wɔ yere mienu na mmaayewa wɔ mantam na wo ne ɔmo deda wo hotel abra obetuma aware akwara na bɛka wo yere ho nyankopɔn fa bɔ ne nkyɛ obeku ato atwene ɛdeɛ nkwasiade no maalam mu a na wo nom nsa hyɛ dɛm kyiriwia ba a wonyɛ on sisters ba onye bibia ɛde awiasefo yɛ enua bi na woyɛ malam besiaba wote sɛ yɛ tie mu pɛna obu ofu ade na nkofo yɛ dede malam ni a ɛyɛ alaja yɛ tie mu ɛwɔ mantem na obu ofu ɛde sika papa bɛ na wenya ubu mmra so saa no mo alajifo na mo kɔ makaba onyankopɔn ma mo ho kwan sɛ motumi ware 9 na moda ho ɛnenam Ghana ɛne nkwara deda mo ne nkwara deda abrasa wodi gya kwara no ho a wobetumi na akɔ ware no abɛka wo yere ho no a mo hyehyɛ hotels anadwi heart attack bekumu na mo nyɛ mo na mo sei kuro no mo sei osom no mo alajifo na magoko makaba na mo di nkwasɛsɛm hagiafo titifie ɔmo bumu first wife okache ne so obeso ware bi wanka bibia wagye atum ɛdeɛn biem na wo pɛ wo ɛto 9 you have 4 taxes wo ɛto nko 9 sifie na wo da ho ne nam wo tetete alaji mua na wapake wo esumase na wapake wo light ase na wakopake na akora ketekete jojo alaji mua boys omo area ho nyina nimo because wo ba o suma obi a ɛdeɛn na wo gye wo to 9 ɛto 9 obi to menu pe ho onka bibia ɛdeɛn samfo no just thing pa alaji for de ni hia me pa because muntumi misuse alaji no aka 4 minutes ma start show no. You people cannot misuse the Alhaji title. Ghana and the Ghana way. I am Mibusa mo say inti Ghana na yeti mo teteniye nyine ehu Alhaji o mantem na nya sa na tie. Answer beti sesi we akoma ba o ya Alhaji. Bibia o ye bia di na kwemu pepepe. Ene de Alhaji for matie gum. Obe hu Alhaji na gene sisi na no. Alhaji mu na gene sisi na no. Alhaji mu o say Alhaji de metuman wine. Mama ayam makano masai makano mu bi. Mo gunkre mo sumne ni mase muntumi live exemplary life bi man kwara ne ensua and the ura zongo mpa unhyeda mpo elfili the zongo first no ye ne enye zongo fo ye ura zongo a ne enam zongo a bibi mpo wo usuro mpo so be nyoma bi a zongo mpe first no unam zongo me namfo nyana zongo no mote se ukochi se ukohwehwe wadamfo zongo na unam zongo a usuro mpo se ubeye bibi a etie nkramosom efiri se unim se the religion omofa ni agro untumi ndi nkomo bi kura keke and the kozongo obeko zongo na ba simfimfin ba ya ba ozongo mfimfin wan mo na enom club no and the obeko zongo na a whole club zongo ni mfimfin ya ba ozongo ni mfimfin ya ton club ya ton shandy ya ton guinness ya ton dien sab insana egu zongo ni mfimfin wan mo na enom alaji fo no moko maka ne ba aya mo mfa osom no mo investi ewo osom nim and out me alaji now the sika nyina hye hotel mu wu alaji now the sika nyina akɔhye on to me invest in Islamic religion alaji for to me see ɛyɛ de en singina say ya pese ya ma osom ni gina na so and now betena Kristo ni mom na esi masalachi na alaji for sika hye omo no de pɛ ma den ye ko bie ba ozongo it is anyo na mo ye no mo me ntwitwa so. And I'm one soft one. Besides, where's Alaji song? I need Alaji here. One soft one. Namo tete Ghana. Ube share soft na bibi dan kom. Ube share soft no share ring way. A soft for bleach na kesie inkuna mo sra. Enkwasi ade na mo soft for di biti Ghana na mo ye. And the politics na mo de asore ne eye. A soft for di bi akromfo. Almost politicians a chi. Almost the politicians a chi. Cars or much in politicians at Totomo. Asase, not software ne politician, a quack candidate boom, no maquajo be assase, and or do sit dying. A software Ghana, Danny armed robbers, a refour. A software be brew Ghana, almost say Ghana chrono. A software, Adane, a murderers, criminals. A software be no more Ghana, you're twin Yomuni. And the Oba Ghana, Omo Fum a Japadia power Ghana, a software, a Christopher software. Kabia Obia, you have to be pebi. And the software to be soft phone. Now, or your live would fee, now or treka would fee. Omunina count on inciting Koran, they are enticing the kids to also find the things. Oh, your software. O sorano pa na we na me wo na we na me wo na akora bi hwew na akora no so dwene woni trim se ebede na manya bi mo ka ho na akora no sai kuro no software there you need to stand or represent modesty. You see mo representing modesty yanka se mo be representing what we call flashy life, luxury. Etumu software on the anytime we bia a politician na inviting baby young as of forbidden am Ghana ha almost on our pimpam tadi asese omo obu ha Nigeria ni on am Ghana so e Ghana ni akromfo small boys omo ni tumi bia omo sorry no mo hwe Al Jazeera no mo hwe foreign news omo ba na da prophesy nkwasiafo ye ni munyina e na mo tete Ghana na nkwasiade ena mu wura sorry dem a you don't preach salvation again dem mu preach ane ene we na obenya ena we na obenya ena we na obenya. So technically sorry na groomy criminals in Ghana. Political pastors yet to krom ha ena mod ena and asofo na determine nkwasiade e wo se si wo Ghana asofo mo se mo intervene. Sa bibi beto omanya asofo na intervene asofo and asofo mo ye politics. And I don't want to start from some year to some year. I am talking about the SC for a couple of years now. And the Yembu Christo Sumno, there's no respect and there's no regard for the Christian religion because your lifestyle asofo do mo Ghana ya kromfo omundi nyame asam so. Ubeko hotel na sofu mua yakata ne ka ho ewo guest house sofu mua na ne yire ere ofie na odi obachi te sa aboa sofu mua asofo dodo mo Ghana omu nyina wo esiesie ewo aware achi asofo mo nam Ghana oma wo esiesie ewa aware achi ena nkwasiade na bank fraud, internet fraud, ena small boy way, ena way the way, ena way motete Ghana nkwasiade nkoa ena asofo mo Ghana. All that they know is I have estate, me see estate, me dwumanie ena ye defraud mo ena ye jimi ye ho. Obi ansoro sofo biem. Ena ye nsoro sofo. Ena ye nsoro nyame nipa. Because ende omo ye eye bonsam nyama krompo no omo ye hu cha nyame nipa anyame nipa be na to etutrafo etutufo azafo akromfo. There's no respect for you people again. A few are men of God in Ghana. Go down there and see. They are doing work of God. Nyame adwuma. Nyame adwuma ni say won tin kran wo. Nyame adwuma ni say won tin kran. Enya nyame adwuma ni say won TikTok. And then nyame adwuma say ududiti politicians program asio nyame adwuma no different. The word of God na ye de ko the hinterland ye manipa sakra ama omabedi nyame achi no enye just about you wearing suit and feeling say and okotena ohini bi nchen okotena politician bi nchen obedwamuti you have not come anywhere. Mo asofo ni bi mutiri no say ahemfo ne politicians hia na mo so mo kwotena ho bia na ma adwene mo say you have come to stay mo na mo ye recognize mo bia tute ye hu mo say mo ye jibifo mo pre wo nipa ni so na mo pe mo pre onyame ni so mo ye moa munjai afefede na mo nkonko akra hemfo akromfo na mo gu Ghana no Yama pon. You could dibro nya wo. Yemfo bia ho. Ahemfo na musubugu Ghana akromfo ahemfo no. Ahemfo amode politicians na nam. Asasi bia ye galamse wo su bia ohini bia wedi tua. Se ye galamse wo wasase so bia no. Se bia wo ye kromfo. Obia ni obetuma wura asasi bia so akwa galamse abra wo hene no wo se wonim. Sa wo ye ohene wo Ghana kuro we mu. Now say wasase so ye galamsey. Na se wontumi stop galamsey no. Na wontumi ka asase we ye na nanom asase omde ma ye. Say ye mo ho ban. Na ye galamsey wasase so wo sa ohene no wo ye kromfo te se galamsey ni no. Every asase no. Senka sebio nipa de ba se obeton e de akoma China ni ana England ni an ka obeso reka se wo na asase edija wo. Eye den na ohene wo tena asase so. Ende ko Ghana baby ya galamse ajiafa. Oh, abain. Yes, the government has a responsibility. Now, wo hine na uti kuro no so no. Sa na yeswa echo left and right eba. Yeswa wa pakemu. Unhuna nkofo tia nkofo. Manfo di ni die ma no. Den na wo ye de protect asase no. So obi frin kran ba. No beka che o say yama ne krata won kran. Na asase we obedi gala wo so ebetu koko ebedi gala. Wo hine no den na wo kan. Yes, sorry, and our buying, we understand the government has to play a role. Now, what yes, I no pay. A buy no think kind no. A better the one who say Chinese in the day, a excavator bese wurumha. What's what to crodim? Mo ahem for a crom for Mugu Ghana yen kamasem. A crom for him funibia Mugu Ghana yen kamasem. And a motiana money Chinese for galam say for politicians. I come with Tiabo na more sense I say. In the name say, the National House of Chiefs is sitting there idle. Because majority of Ahimfo Ghana, they are involved in illegal mining. Ahimfo Kesi more Ghana in Galamsey. They go for the concession, they give it to their grandchildren, they give it to Omo Fasenum, na Omo ye in their name, and they are paying them. Uyo hine wa Ghana. Na ye tu galamse wo wasase so anajo ewia anopa na ka kire me se wonnim dia wo ye kromfo. You are a thief, you are a criminal, wo ye mambofo. Aye den no hene di oman so edi kroso from the north to the south to the east to the west. Now beso kire me se woti ekurase ti kroso na ye se asase no. Na ye te asase no so ma excavator koba ye tu asase ye hu se koba equipment se koba ye pickup se koba wo hene no utwika koba obeso kire me se we dia minim se galamse no mo ye na wo hene no ye kromfo o hene bia ye tu galamse wo asase so enne wo Ghana obeso kire Ghana for se wuntumi nya ho hwe na wonim ho hwe wo ye kromfo, you are a thief. Ebia mante sa wo ye hene wo Ghana nde. And I am not cutting a slack for the government. I am saying, sir, it is the responsibility of the government to also do its part to stop illegal mining. It is a politician be a crom for now 10 crime. Now all my license say obi mra ukrom emetu galamse ya. Unto what one who's Jimmy. Sa politician bi agiska won kran. Ena waka kire obi say, wo kuro na wutim no, concession e wo ho no, gold wo ho, inti ombra betu agudie bone a. Na wo no so wagimi, inti nipa ne ba ye no, unia no, untumi nkan kire oguro ma ne say, omo stop ye omo. Inti mo ahemfo na ye tu galamse omu kuro nim. Ye nim say ohini bia etu galamse wo kuro mu bia no, ye ma usika ni bi. They pay royalties to you people. Yenim breaking day, ye tam gold, e de kwa himfie, e de ma ahemfo say, na wo share nie. Enti yenim say ahemfo dodo mo Ghana ye tu eye egudie bone wo monsase so no. You are part of the galamsey. Let me tell you. So ko galamsey sites a. Na so mu tu egudie na. Omu tutu amena na. Ye wa amena ye de ma ohene no. Enti ko ekuro bi so na say ye galamsey gidi. Na say ye tutu amena. Say a 5 acre land and I said 10 acre lander. Omu to me 1 acre the more hene no. Na whole bia a was 1 acre no subiano. Tuesday breaking day biano. Ye a de bottle tenner or hini wom 3. And then their friend no they share. I am for na galam so mun nyina saso nyom galam say. Me say or hini bia me nyo twen me nya doa. It does not matter who you are. So your hini wa Ghana ha. Na ye galam say wo asase so a. Who you a galam say ya. And unless you tell me, say, you are as useless as anything, because see, then you are as useless as because what is your job, your responsibility? So you cannot tell me this nonsense talk and say, I am for the omutuminyashi into a bit crying. Now, what Jessica? Now a politician crom for now I catch us obi mra krom emetu agudie na nipa ne ba no o say wunsia obeso ka kire me say because nipa ne tin kan nti wuntumi ne wamanfo mo krodum no and stop nipa no wa bodam motiti krom ha Ghana ye pomom ye corrupt pa ahemfo majority of ahemfo mo Ghana mo ya kromfo. You connive with politicians, you connive with businessmen, you destroy your own lands. On hini bena betuma ka kire me say ni kura ya galam say on tisa machine isu me say on hini bena wo Ghana from the north to the south, east and west on hini bena wo Ghana betuma ka kire me say ye tu galam say won asase so Ghana enti onim on ti machine no woji say jimi ana mo ahemfo no mo na ma say Ghana mo Ghana mpuntu a enkoso a ese no majority of you now destroy this country, Ghana. Politicians, they have no option to respect ahemfo. But it depends how you people conduct yourselves. And the politicians is ahemfo. Because politicians in ahemfo business. Politicians no ombeura eye ekrobia so akwa gala omni ohene ni di nkomo ohene ni nim. Ya to talk asmamo. Ye nimu nyina mo ahemfo ni nyina more than the political chiefs. Yeah, but you know, I'm from the South City. Say, yeah, me ohina mi bunu ni ohina yenya galam so the krum. O yo hene e Ghana ne galam so kruma. I don't respect you. Show your authority. Say to me, Magana who say wo yo hene was asase we so. Enye kasa keke. Enye numja. Uti kronim inso ne say ka excavator say koko. Ye sensio o say aban ene mbeko. Inti aban to me anko a wo so ntimi nko. If the government is corrupt and the government cannot fight illegal mining, can't you fight illegal mining? Then what's your responsibility? What is your use as a chief? You are a waste of everybody's time.